There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. For when the world had questions about dating, we can provide the answers that none of us could ever give alone. Today, we're bringing together our Avengers. Fucking Benny's losing it right now. Our Avengers of dating.
You're doing this.
Yes, I
this
am.
podcast.
Because they're already in it, and because they're in it, we're gonna avenge them in whatever situation that they're in. Guys, welcome to the Carpool Lane Podcast number 3, and I am your host Alex. I'm gonna start at the beginning because we have a whole new audience that's listening to this. I am with my original co-host Jessica.
What's up?
And we originally started this podcast literally on our phones, driving to and from San Francisco.
To our jobs. And now
to
we
our
don't have any jobs.
Now we broke. No, just kidding. No, but that's how we started. We started literally just recording our podcast on our phones, and then we eventually moved to a Blue Yeti microphone, and we put it in the smack dab in the middle of our table. And of course, we now included my wife and my other sister-in-law, Maria. Say hi.
Hello.
And yeah, now we have grown to a very bigger audience, and so I will have the audience introduce themselves. Go. So,
Dimitri.
Benny.
Miguel.
Frank.
Natalie.
Dominic.
Vicky.
All right, guys. Oh yeah, speak up just a little bit more later. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. The last 2 episodes, we've gotten a lot of dating scenarios sent in to us, and so we're gonna react to them. Some of them are funny, but other of them are a little more serious and they need, I guess you can say, our help, like our expertise. I mean, you have a bunch of us in this room with different experiences, and hopefully one of us can give some really good advice here. And let's start off, guys. All right. My ex-boyfriend just randomly started messaging me a few weeks ago. We have been
Next. Again.
we have been separated for 6 months. I'm not with anyone, and he keeps telling me he misses me, and I'm trying hard not to message him back or entertain him, but it's really hard. Our breakup was terrible, but I'm also not a mean person. Is it rude to just flat out block him? He is blocked on all social media and only has a number to access me. I told him I cannot get back with him, but he is so persistent. He sends me flowers and does all the things he should have done the first time. He's cheated on me twice. I just can't get back into that headspace. I'm that type of person that if anyone needed me, I'm there. Would you continue to give a second, third, fourth chances? Backstory, I'm 25, he's 27. We were together for 4 years. He cheated on me after being together for 1 year when he was faithful until the end of our 4-year mark. I quote faithful because there were several times I had the feeling, but was too heartbroken to even know. No kids are involved.
Thank God.
Give him another chance. Sounds like a nice guy to me.
Are you talking about kids?
Sad part is he is gonna give him another chance.
What? I'm not.
No.
She's saying the
I'm
person.
just kidding.
One
Yeah,
time.
she is. She is.
No.
She's gonna give him another chance. Otherwise, she wouldn't be thinking about it.
Don't do it.
She wouldn't even talk about it.
Don't even do
Don't
it.
do
Don't
it.
Right
even
now,
do
Welcome.
you got the best chance right now because you're young, you got no kids, you know.
Yeah.
I would say
Start fresh.
yeah, start fresh somewhere else. Yeah,
And
only
cut your losses.
2 times
Delete.
he cheated that you know of.
Yeah. That's the
Exactly.
best. That part.
And she writes down, I quote faithful because there were several times I had the feeling, but was too heartbroken to even know. So in between the first time he cheated and the second time he cheated, those 3 years,
Honestly,
3 or 4 years,
if
she thought something was up.
If you don't trust them, then I think that kind of says all you need to know.
That
If
anxiety
you don't
is
trust
too
them,
much.
yeah.
The anxiety is always gonna be in the back of your mind of like what is he doing, or like who's he gonna be with.
I wonder
But
what
what
his
if-
agenda is. Like, what is his agenda that
I don't think
he
he
needs
has
to be
an
back with her?
He
has
it's
an
a
agenda.
narcissist.
He wants the safety
No,
net.
I don't
Yeah,
think and
that's what it is.
He's just
He
a
wants his
selfish
cake and he wants to
motherfucker.
eat it.
And he's
too,
taking
so-
advantage of her kind nature. She doesn't have him blocked.
But do you think he knows that he's taking advantage
Yes.
of her?
For
Oh yeah, he's well aware.
Either that or he's
Guys.
seriously
One
ignorant.
time.
Guys, do you think is he
Definitely.
like, haha, I'm gonna hit her up?
No.
Because she'll know she'll answer.
He knows he messed
that she'll answer anytime.
Yeah, he could show that a roster, and she's on that roster.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you care? Do you think he cares about her actually getting hurt?
I think he does care,
He does, but
but
it's
it's not like
Not enough for him to stop.
he cares about himself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because he knows that if she does find out and her feelings get hurt, that's over for him and her. You know, he don't be like, he's not, or her.
Yeah.
He knows you can go back to you because you allowed it to happen. Not allowed it, excuse me, that's pretty intense, but like, you let it happen once, twice. He's gonna do it again. Why?
Trying to see if
Cheater,
he
I
can
was
get a
the
third
cheater.
time.
Yeah.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
It's a pattern. Yeah.
Girl,
You need
he
to
is
stop it.
not your
Cut it
Mr.
out.
Biggs.
And somebody-
He's not your Mr. Biggs. So
Mr. Biggs.
There's a saying that's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
There you go.
There ain't gonna be a
Yeah.
third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah,
Shit
no,
on
you
me.
don't have
Yeah.
yourself to
Yeah.
You don't want to be.
Yeah.
3 times and it gets the soap again.
So I think you have your answer there. Cut him loose.
You
And
never
plus,
seen that movie?
she's only 25.
Yeah, she's
You have her
young.
whole no
There you go.
whole
So
new life.
More
Yeah.
out there in the world.
There's
Yeah. There's
Somebody.
plenty.
There's
Plenty.
Before she gets pregnant.
People.
I think-
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think
Please leave.
I think we've gotten that
She's
one.
Yeah,
still
there you go.
fertile, so
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't let him trap you. For the love of God,
I
don't let him trap
think,
you.
girl,
I'm
where's
stressed
your
out.
where's your mindset? Can you get other guys? Maybe. I mean, have you looked at maybe her self-esteem?
Yeah, there's
Like,
a bunch of that going on.
Because obviously she was out of the game for 4 years being with this guy. Shit changes, and obviously like
That's true.
And
Wait,
shit.
how long have they been separated? Did you say?
6 months.
6
See,
months.
it's still fresh. She doesn't know how to separate herself from
Yeah,
from-
she
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to go back
Time.
because it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she's
That's
thinking
what
about
I-
it.
And we're saying this now
Over the hump.
because
You're over.
the holidays aren't even here yet. During the holidays, some people get lonely and they want to be with, obviously
Yeah.
anybody they can be with.
It's
So
summertime.
cut him off now.
girl, you finish
Yeah.
finish
Run.
going through the breakup. Finish
Yeah.
going through it. You're almost there. 6 months. Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
You
Keep
got
going.
This.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
you got this.
All right.
You got
Keep
this.
him blocked.
Keep him blocked.
Block his number. It's gonna be hard, but block his number. You're going.
Or just stop responding.
No,
No,
block
no,
the
no.
number.
You gotta
If
block
you don't
the
block the
number.
number, he's
Don't
gonna say
entertain
something that pulls at your heartstrings. You're gonna
Yeah.
respond,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be right back here.
Yeah. Block
Learn
in
not
another
to be
year.
nice to
Block
the
it.
wrong people.
It's easier said than done for sure, but
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
It's gonna be hard, but you can do it.
You got this.
There's
We
someone
believe in
out
you.
there.
Mm-mm.
You
We
have. How many people are here?
Send it to Miguel.
Miguel, clean this up real
Well,
quick.
Give him another shot.
10 people that
Twelve.
just
Oh, man.
said block.
I mean, send
Yeah.
it to you.
Oh.
10 people.
Yeah, you slide in there.
It's
You'll
anonymous.
you'll make it figure it out.
That is a 25-year-old girl. How old is he?
Oh, it's okay.
30.
you said 10 people. There's 11 people.
11 people.
There's 11?
11 people.
Oh, sorry. Well, anyways, there's double-digit numbers here. So,
There's
all
one.
saying
11.
leave him.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Next
Okay, we'll move to a simple question. A guy I was talking to wants to only email. I have his phone number, but he only wanted to email.
Catfish.
Why?
Yeah.
Psychopath.
Because he doesn't want his wife to see the text.
Yeah.
He said it. I knew it. Yep.
Yeah, that seems fishy as fuck.
Yeah.
Go back.
Hey, he got
How do you go
just
back
hit me
from
up on
texting?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. They...
I forgot.
The guy's gotta have better game.
Was
do you
it
have
AOL
some questions?
Hotmail?
Just happened.
Huh? Is
What?
that-
Yeah, it happened
Okay.
a while back.
Okay, I think I do have some questions where it's like, where did they meet originally, and how old are they? But honestly, yeah, you said it. He probably has a married life.
Yeah.
There's
And-
shadiness there.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
shady.
plen-
That's who emails that.
There you go. Who emails?
No, and who goes back from texting to emailing?
That's
That's
that
the part that was
part.
odd.
That part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not
Thank you.
emailing no one unless
How about
it's
this is
for work.
my new number and you have a text
Snapchat.
Or
Alright.
look, if Instagram, maybe that I could see that,
Yeah, you
put
know
that-
that.
Maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah.
maybe, but email,
Yeah,
that's-
like
at
go at
Gmail.
gmail.com. Yeah, fuck that.
What if his email was girthmaster@gmail.com?
What the fuck?
You a birth master.
You gotta meet a legend now.
Call back to our first episode. Sorry.
Yeah,
Girthmaster.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Move
Why
on,
is it?
Move on. We need to go to the next one because I think this one's simple.
Benny's like, I'm
You
done.
better watch this
Simple-
podcast.
simple
and
and
you're
short.
like, I'm gonna need credit on this one.
Yeah, move on from that guy. All right, dating scenario. My boyfriend and I have been together for 7 months. He works from home. Obviously, I work with a certain someone. We allow to be on our phones periodically throughout the day, so she's able to text throughout the day. She just, the first month we got together, he was really good at responding. Now he barely responds to me. Am I being petty to message him back more throughout the day? I know he has meetings and he talks to his coworkers throughout the day, but if he could do that the first month, why not continue it? It's not like I want to know what he is doing at all times of the day, but it would be nice to hold a conversation throughout the day. Not a weird way, but I really like him, and I guess I'm used to guys always wanting my attention and not the other way around. When I brought it up, he says he's at work and he doesn't like to be on his phone, but he works from home. Who is gonna know? And I'll see him on social media for a while with my messages still unopened. We see each other a few times a week, and I will say he's never on his phone unless someone calls him. So I do know he's not one of those guys that's addicted to their phone, which is nice. And the first guy I've been with that isn't always scrolling and such. Am I being dumb for wanting more attention?
Yes.
Hold on, wait.
No.
I'm 30, he's 33, a new relationship, met at a concert. We live an hour away from each other, so we see each other most weekends, maybe once a week. I spend the night at his place.
How long have they been together
Once
since?
a week.
It was a new
But they see
They're
they,
dating.
7 months. They've been
They're-
together for 7 months.
they
Dating
see each
or
other
they're, like,
multiple
BFG?
times a week, but
They're
they
together.
seem together once
My
a week.
boyfriend. She closed
So-
my boyfriend for 7 months.
I just want to. So, when they first started, she said they were talking pretty often, but then after a month,
Yeah.
his responses became less
Frequent.
immediate.
Yes.
So I could if he worked from home, I can kind of relate to that because I work from home as well, and sometimes shit changes for work is even if you're working from home, the workload is because
Pretty heavy.
for I could for my job, beginning of July we had a huge change where my workload essentially doubled because they let go an entire team and they gave me all the work because they were like, oh,
Big Boss Benny.
I'm like, bad boy Benny, big boy, what the fuck are you
I'm sorry.
anyway? So it's they essentially doubled my work, my team's work, and it just became bad. It was my whole team was pissed. But anyway, I could get if your responses don't get right away, as long as he's making the effort, as long as he's really trying. You gotta give him some breathing. I mean, I don't know how long are the responses? Are they an hour, 2 hours?
Couple hours.
I don't know how long.
Nah,
I feel like we talked about this
He's
on
comfortable.
that first
That's what
podcast.
it is.
Sometimes
Oh.
I'm gonna have time to text you right away, and there's other times
Yeah.
where I'm not gonna be able to text you.
Yeah,
right
we
away.
talked.
You're
about
gonna have to wait.
This is what it is. He's comfortable. He's past that lovey-dovey stage where you're trying to get somebody. He's already got her, and now he's
How
like,
you
okay.
know?
I mean,
That's
that's not always.
everyone.
That is every time.
I mean, that's not
What's that?
always.
When you're texting each other
Speak for
nonstop.
yourself.
You're texting each
Dom.
other nonstop.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know?
honeymoon stage.
I think
Yeah,
you're right.
well, even when you're
A
first meeting
month,
someone,
though?
you're
Yeah,
texting each other nonstop, paragraphs, back and forth, and all of a sudden that shit drops off
Well,
after a while. You know.
I mean, I can speak. I'm the type of guy who, if I'm interested in someone, I'm going to try and respond to them as soon as I can. But if
Yeah.
word comes up, I gotta, it takes control that I gotta take care of.
But the more time you spend with someone, the less there's to talk about, and the less
The less
urgency.
you
That-
have to
that
talk
is true.
about.
Yeah,
But
this
this
is
is 7 months.
That is
Yeah.
true.
But still, there's
They live far. They
I mean,
live far away.
Yeah,
So.
that's true.
I mean,
And 7 months is still pretty fresh.
It's very fresh.
Yes.
I wonder what she's expecting. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of conversations? Like,
She
is
already
having
said it.
right
She already-
now?
Yeah.
I
She
think
said-
she just wants to literally talk about each other's day. Like, oh, here's this.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Some
I'm thinking
attention.
of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's valid. You can have, you asked him for it or you told him, like, hey, what's up? That's good. You're communicating. That's perfect. As long as he's kind of making the effort, like, okay, yeah, I understand throughout the day. Sure, I can text you here now and then. Like, oh, I love you if you guys have dropped that. Or I'm thinking about you. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're also giving him, like,
Some
that
space. Yeah.
not even
Mhm.
space. It's just like,
time.
I can tell she's in her head about it.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I'm very much.
She's for sure.
I've noticed I'm like
I
that
think
too.
she's overreacting a little bit because she says she only hits him up.
Not overreacting.
She only
She-
doesn't hit him up all day, and she's. And she,
Again.
and she said, "My bad, I'm trying to talk to you."
You talk a lot.
Alright,
She,
so,
no, it's okay. You're in your head a little bit. That's okay. You're probably overthinking situations. You're thinking, oh, he's not texting me, so he likes me less. He doesn't. I kind of agree with Dom. Maybe he did get a little bit comfortable, but that's not a bad thing. If he's comfortable with you, that means he likes you. He feels a connection with you. If it's still an issue for you, you can just ask him maybe like in a nice way. Obviously, don't be like, I'm not attacking you. Like I really like the what is it? Words of
flow.
affirmation.
Yeah.
Like I like just having like just talking to you about your day, even if it was like a super mundane day, whatever at work. Like I want
Girl.
to hear about
What's
it.
your love language?
Needy.
Yeah, but check this out. It didn't say
some
on
people
there
are like-
I know.
that he like ignored her. She just said that she's not used to asking for the attention. She's
Yeah.
used to the guy. So it might be like if she is up his ass and he's like, dude, because it didn't say that she's not getting that. How was your day? Just not at the time that she wants. Like it might be, he might give
She
it to
might
her
need to
at
fall
6
back
or
a little
It might
7.
just be the type of guy that she's with. Maybe he's just not like as like social.
Yeah,
like,
but
vocal
he
like
was
that.
obviously for
Well,
those
everyone
first
is.
7
Everyone
months.
is
Yeah,
at first.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone is at first, but maybe he's just more like kind of laid back, like like not.
Yeah.
trying to talk
Yeah,
all the time.
you guys are still learning about each other.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how he is.
Make
We need
sure
to
you
talk
That's the
communicate.
point right there. Yeah. Learning about each other.
You're still kind of learning
Well,
to
talk is there.
coexist with one another.
I wonder how
It's
the
a learning
conversations.
process.
I wonder how the conversations are after work. You know.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Like,
How are
is
the
it more
conversations
say
after?
that.
Yeah.
I
You
wish
know,
we could take
after
calls on her.
Call her number
Let's
one.
call her.
But
I
Hello,
wanna-
this is
the
Carpool.
late night radio, like at the
Oh, I
radio
remember
station back in the
That's so
day.
funny.
It's an idea for the future.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I will add to this. Was it when I'm at work, Stephanie's always sending me pictures of our son Julian, and we do have a conversation. But other times I will let her know, hey, I'm about to jump on a meeting. I will text you back whenever and I'll text her back within a few hours or so like that. So like maybe just ask him like, hey, are you busy during these certain hours? But he should let her know as well. That way she's not always bugging him.
Well, I mean, I think, how kind of like you were saying, like if I'm busy, a lot of people think, oh well, he works from home, he has the time. But
That's not always the case.
not
It's not
like
always the
that.
case.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to have my head down and work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
So I think it's more on her. It's not. It's her because she's not used to not getting that attention. So, girl, maybe you ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I had to say that. I was like,
Wow.
that's just dumb shit. But no, I'm just kidding. You're talking about it. That's what's good.
Yeah.
Ask, but again, what Maria said, you're thinking about it a little too much. So it's just
Or-
because you're making like, is this
An actual
true?
issue.
Is it happening? Yes, or is it just you overthinking it? Like, is it reality? Is it an actual fact, or is it just you kind of maybe construing something in your head that's not
It's
really
just
there?
texting. Texting does not define the
True.
relationship. He's
No,
making the effort. He's like,
We're guys. We're simple. Just ask us when our busier hours are.
I do have friends who, so I have a friend who, this dude sucked at texting. He had no game when it came to texting.
No game.
Face to face,
That's
it was
sweet.
all game. But on text, he's like, this motherfucker is dry. Like, you just could not. You could not.
Chat GPT. You should
Right?
ask on that.
There's just not everyone. That's how I am.
He's not good at it.
I hate texting. Like
You cannot text me.
I
You
hate
cannot.
it. Like you're texting me while I'm at work, and it's like sometimes I'm like, oh hey, what's up? Da, da, da. And then sometimes I'm like, dude, what the do you want?
I will entertain it. I will entertain it at the beginning. So same thing. I'll entertain something at the beginning, but eventually it's like, I don't even like to. You know how back in the day was it Facebook or MySpace where it would say when you were online?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would quickly get in and out because I did
MySpace.
not want people to know I was live. Don't look at me. Don't try to start a conversation because it's like, God, now I gotta continue a conversation with you. How do I tell you that I'm leaving? Like, okay, well, this was nice talking to you. So when they said you could deactivate that, I was like, yes, I can stalk people comfortably now.
Damn.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right, guys. I guess you got your answer.
Girl, you're not ugly. I was just joking. Goddamn.
Sorry. All right. My friend, who is considered a close friend, began to give me subtle hints that he was into me. I never acted on them because I knew he was married.
Oh.
Here we go.
What?
One drunken night, we unfortunately slept together.
Wow,
I-
that was easy.
you are not a girl.
Stop. I felt extremely bad. I knew he had a wife. He let me know that him and his wife had an open marriage for a long time.
My
Oh,
ass.
then
I
okay.
thought he
Okay.
I thought he
He's
was
an open marriage.
Why are they best
Keep
friends?
going.
I thought let me finish. I thought he was into me and could actually start something, and this is the reason why he wanted to sleep with me. I quickly understood it was just sex. I was hurt since this was my friend first, and why would he just want to have sex with a friend?
Oh, girl.
I don't fuck with my friends.
Girl.
Obviously
Guys.
you do.
Welcome to the real world.
Literally and literally.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You downplayed.
Let's go for it. Say it.
The
Say
fact that she's her is just already.
What are you hurt about?
Guys
Girl,
and
okay,
girls
first
can't be
of all-
friends. Go ahead.
Girl, okay, first of all,
And why'd you give it up the
You're-
one time you guys hung out, girl?
Oh, you know,
Where is your
No, it's
restraint?
fine.
Okay,
It's fine to build that.
side note,
Whatever.
I did try to reach out and like, have you had sex that just that one time or was it multiple times? And have you talked to him since? I don't know how the
Yeah,
answer.
so
she-
they have.
Oh,
So,
girl.
he
So
probably
this
did
is
it and was
someone-
like,
This is someone I know, and I think she would. We spoke about it a few times, and for her, I guess it was the whole. Maybe if I was just like a chick that you knew and you wanted to hook up with, cool. But I thought that you have some more respect for me than just want to fuck, because I guess he. Like, let's say if you've known someone for a really long time, you guys are cool, and all of a sudden he wants to mess around, it's like, oh, I didn't.
no, you guys don't know men at all. I'm gonna tell you, men,
He's
gay
a
or
man
straight,
for a friend.
men, gay or straight, you set the precedent. You set the tone. You sleep with a guy on the first night, you're setting the tone. There's a reason all those songs say, I'm not giving it up the first night in the 90s. Because if you give it up too soon, you're basically saying, this is what we're doing when we're kicking it. When she said, when they got drunk and kicked it, and had a good time, and they went to bed together. Okay, cool, it's all good. Now what he thinks is every time we kick it, I just gotta get her drunk, and then I'm gonna get to hit it. And she's my friend, so we have a good connection.
How many
It's
minutes
even
in?
better.
But wait, hold
So
up.
she-
She
so I
knew
can
that he
just
was
let it
married.
know.
Yeah, that's the
Floozy.
part.
That's
Yeah.
her
And
fault
she's
then.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm
that's
saying. She's hurt.
yeah.
now.
So she knew. She wasn't like, oh my god.
act
I
like
thought,
you
yeah.
don't know the
Crack
Don't
open.
try
She-
to be
she
the
thought they were
victim.
So they're both
Try to be
Yes.
the victim.
shitheads.
Both? No, he's. It's on her.
But
That is
they
all.
did say they were in an open marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
afterwards.
what is an
So,
open
No, but
marriage?
she
yes,
said-
but an
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
marriage means like they
But-
both are
okay.
able to like
Screw around.
But-
Yeah.
Not
that's
pursue
why
another
they,
person
like, they're allowed to
relationship.
date outside of their
Yeah.
But she
relationship.
said.
But open
After.
relationships have.
Yeah, she
after.
said. She
Oh,
said.
it was
She
after.
said. I thought that it was gonna become something else. Before, after she said that after the he told her I'm in an open marriage.
After.
She said okay.
Oh,
I
so
thought
I'm
that
I
I
want
was
to be
one.
a girlfriend.
Now maybe
Oh, I have no
maybe
guilt.
maybe I'm gonna ruin and it's yeah. She's Dumbo, yeah.
I mean,
No other way to put it, dude.
So something I want to add, like, how does anyone know that they're in an open marriage? He just said it by word of mouth.
That's
just-
true. That's
that's
true.
true.
You
The
gotta
wife-
hear it from
does
both
the
sides
wife
for it to
know
be
it's
for
an
real.
open
Yeah,
marriage?
does the wife know?
Usually don't. They don't.
Yeah,
First
you
of
don't.
all, why are you friends? Like, why would you think that a guy that like flirts with you or anything? Why would you think you can be friends with him?
yeah.
Off the bat, you know if a guy's like,
He wasn't at first. He wasn't
Like
at first.
he wants to mess
Yeah,
around
he
with you. Like he doesn't see you as a friend.
She said,
No, he's-
a friend
he's
I
hurt.
considered a
You're
close
hurting.
friend began
You're
to
a target
give
now.
subtle hints.
You're a target.
So
now.
started giving
Babe,
subtle
you're a
hints.
target, and now you just look like a dummy. I don't know.
The
what
one
to
thing
tell
that
you.
I told
I'm
her is that
I'm not
so she
sorry,
kept
actually.
saying, I thought like he told me that they have an open marriage, and I'm like, but girl, you messed around with him without knowing he had an open marriage. So like, do you
You're
understand?
Not
The only
as
thing you
good.
knew is this dude has a girl, and you disrespected
But she
that.
said they were
Oh my
friends.
god.
Yes, they're friends. I'm like, you disrespected
The
whatever the
marriage.
relationship.
It's on her.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's on her.
yeah. So it's like how can you like?
No,
give her
how
the
do
Do
you
they
step
follow
into
each other
someone
on
else's-
Instagram? Do they follow each other on
Well, if
Facebook?
they're
Is she
friends-
able to
Don't
see
matter.
if
Yeah.
they're like
How friendly
yeah.
are you?
If
Is
close-
there an upside down pineapple anywhere? Were there any signs?
Upside
yeah.
Good.
Were there any signs?
How do you step into someone else's relationship,
Yeah.
sleep
Try
with the
to be the
guy,
victim.
and then be like,
You
I'm
could have
hurt?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victim.
Why
No.
did you pick me?
Right.
She needs to learn.
I'm,
You need to go to
No.
therapy real quick.
no,
You
you
need
just
to-
need to learn. You
It's
don't
a-
give
it's
it
a
up
learning
unless you
Don't
really
go for
want it.
married man.
It's a learning experience.
there you
that's
go.
all it is.
Learning
we've all been
experience.
there.
What's learning? You don't fuck around
She
with
got
married
she
people.
got played. Well, that's move on. Oh,
She played
take-
herself,
take-
dog.
She did play herself.
Take your losses.
Just, and the guy shows her attention. That's all it takes. Okay, here, have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
See, that requires therapy. I'm telling you, go to therapy.
No, she was just
That requires-
thinking, oh, I gotta. Oh, you know what? You're right.
Kaiser.
A little bit of attention.
Kaiser.
You got insurance. Kaiser
Have you
has
had
good.
enough
Get
to
back
drink,
at you in
Natalie?
6 months, but you know.
Yeah, get back.
Kaiser
I'm
has
in an
good
open marriage.
therapists.
Hell
I'm
no.
just saying.
Alright.
All
Get
right.
the meds before you get the therapy, but get it, girl.
I feel bad that you
Get
know the
something.
person.
I know.
Like we're just.
No, it's okay. No.
No, I mean we said the truth. That
Can you
was
show
the
me what
truth.
she looks like?
No.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Look, I told her I'm probably gonna talk shit about you. Are you comfy?
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't send you
Oh,
that
no,
many.
she
needs-
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Honestly,
I mean,
Yeah.
You're gonna
where have you
unfollow
been?
everybody.
She's just been
I'm a
saying
little
that.
late.
Okay, if you know Jessica, I know. Okay, no offense, Jessica, but like you're a woman. Come on, you are a grown up. You are an adult. Don't think like a person of my
You did
age.
bring this
with
up before.
20 something.
She's calling me old. What's up?
You did bring this up
No,
before.
don't say that, because now
No,
it looks
she
like
did.
she talks trash about her friends behind the back.
That's the podcast.
I think it was the first podcast.
Yeah,
I had
it
to
was the first-
apologize
Yes.
to someone.
Yes.
I was like, I'm sorry. No, but this was a
My
dude.
bad.
I
You
did
are not a
tell.
girl.
keep in mind. I mean, yes,
No, what you
you're
said. You were
you're sending in good questions for this podcast. You're sending in good
I'm
questions,
sorry.
but we are gonna give you our honest opinion. You have 10 different opinions.
I
in this
said it to
room.
your face if I knew who you were.
Oh my god. Yes, Maria actually will. She's one of those ones.
She's swinging.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Anyways, you got your question. All right. Next one. This one's a two-parter. So
Oh, no.
I will read you the first part, and then I will read you the second part. First part
Read
ends
the
with
second part first.
No, I'll read the first part first, and I will. The first part ends with their age, so just wait for that. So my boyfriend isn't working right now. We are living off my income. I have always been with someone who has. I always been someone that has saved their money, and I have always been good at saving.
I'm already mad.
My boyfriend lost his job about 3 months ago, and we have been going through my savings. I was going over the bills and noticed that he's been spending money like crazy. We have always shared a bank account, and neither one of us has considered the money each person has made as my money.
First of all.
But now he isn't working and he never realized how much money. I never realized how much money he spends. Is it rude of me to bring that up? Although I do want him to know do want him to have whatever he wants. Right now is not the time that he isn't working and isn't helping with any of the bills. Our savings account has always been something we've kept on our own. I have my savings account. He said he has his own, but now I see him going into my savings account and transferring into our checking account so he can use it. I started getting penalties because I can only dip it to a certain amount of times a month. I don't want to seem like money is an issue, but kind of is right now. I feel bad for saying anything because anytime I have wanted to something, he has always told me no. He has never told me no and has always figured out a way to get me something, even if it was expensive. So I know if he had money, he would get me something how do I bring it up without making it a big deal out of it and seem like I wouldn't do the same for him? We've been together for 5 years, no kids. We live together. I'm 28. He's 32.
It's already
Question.
a big
Wait.
deal.
Question.
Wait, you said boyfriend?
Question.
Boyfriend.
Yes, boyfriend.
Yeah,
Like
boyfriend.
She said
boyfriend, not
boyfriend.
fiance.
Yeah, they are not
Boyfriend.
married.
Yeah.
How long have they been living
Yeah.
together?
5 years.
Checking
I'll
and
get to that.
saving.
Yeah.
No.
Girl.
The savings linked. They have their
Yeah.
savings
Wait,
separate,
yeah.
but
What
they're
do you-
linked.
what do they
Oh,
do?
yeah.
He
And they're
can pull.
They have their checking
Yep.
account together,
Yeah.
but they have separate savings.
But they
Either
can
way.
pull it.
Yeah.
But he
But-
sounds like he could pull.
But
But
Yeah,
he's
access
yeah,
to stuff.
he's
Stole
been
money
pulling
from
from
her.
her savings into her checking so he can spend
Without asking.
Sounds like it.
Apparently,
she
yeah.
didn't- she didn't-
Let's
yeah.
assume- I just want to
Let's
clarify.
I think
I just
so.
want to clarify.
At first, I was like, all right, it's been 3 months. Like, you feel me? Like, not everyone finds a job right off the bat, you know? My brother's been, he hasn't had a job, been single. He hasn't had a job for like almost 2.5 months or something.
Yeah.
And you know, like,
It happens.
it's hard,
It
yeah.
happens.
So
Yeah.
I get it, but it lost me when it was the transferring, like,
Yeah.
and not telling,
Yes.
like, yo, what the
And-
fuck? You should be trying to save money
No,
right
if
now.
And
you
why
need
are
a job, you will get a job.
Yeah,
When
but
you need
I
it.
mean,
but
In the words of Jessica, when you need it, you will fucking
Yeah,
get
but
it.
I'm not
But-
gonna go from like a $42 job to like an $18 job.
yeah,
No.
no.
Like,
I've been out of work
Why
for
not?
7 months.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, I'm doing Uber,
When
but
you-
that's different.
You
But
do
you're
whatever you
getting
can.
No,
to make
it's
money.
like a $15 pay
I know
cut.
it's not a lot, but it's
But
like,
At least it's something.
but the thing
You're
is
eating.
what she's saying is that he's spending money like crazy. I'm not spending money like crazy. That's different. Like, and he's spending her money. But this is important because if they plan on getting married, this right here is a divorce issue.
yeah.
So like,
foreshadowing.
if she can't talk to him about it
Yeah.
and him understand it,
Yep.
This
It's not
right
gonna
here is a
work.
big issue.
Yeah,
It's a
she's gotta be
challenge.
able to. She gotta be able to.
She
pull
has to.
aside
I think she has to bring up the point that it's stressing her out and it's worrying her, and why, and he has to respect it. I think.
This isn't a personal thing. It's fucking like
Financial.
It's financial. Like this is your living.
Yeah,
but
it's no
it
joke.
gets personal though. Like
does. It
it's,
gets
Yeah, it does.
it's,
yeah.
it's gonna.
I feel like it
This
don't get more
this
personal
splits
than
couples
that.
up. This breaks families
yeah.
up.
Bro,
So
yeah.
there's gotta be a way. She's asking for how do I bring it up? How do I say it?
She's truly asking for
Yeah, and I think you should let them know what your concerns are, that you're used to having a good chunk of money put away. Because if you guys can blow through whatever you have in savings, and yeah, you're going to get another paycheck. But then what happens when your car breaks down and you don't have that?
Right.
Now, he doesn't have a job, you don't have a car, and how are you going to get to work? Now you're struggling. So I think you just need to make it known that you're used to a certain thing and you need him to respect that. And I think just bring it up as kindly as possible. I think you let him know the situation and then go from there. Because then if he doesn't respect it, that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
Right.
I will add the second part.
In addition.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
I told you there was a second
It's
part to
already
this.
been
Alright,
like
go ahead.
3 of it.
Okay.
I said, wait.
Okay.
All right, that one was good. That was good. That was good. That was
I wanted that.
all right. Second part.
Okay.
I did ask. I went back and I asked. He's been out of job for 3 months. Has he been looking? He has been looking, but not really. He's not worried because I had savings, but it's almost gone, and so now I'm stressing. We've been living together for about 6 months now, and when when he lost his job, we had only been lived together for about 2, almost 3 months, and he lost it due to not arriving on time.
Oh my god.
He does construction work, and when he lost his job, he basically blamed us living together that he got lazy and not wanting to get up in the morning because he liked being next to me.
Bullshit.
Wow.
Get out.
Yeah. That's wild.
That sounds more like
How
a
do you blame
silly
her?
answer.
That sounds.
I
You're
will-
blaming her for you losing your job.
Yeah.
It's time to separate the
I love you
accounts.
so much that I'm late to work
Yes.
every day.
My blood was boiling when I got that second part. I'm like,
So look,
what?
this is what's got. He's either got to get his shit together right now and switch
No,
it up,
no.
or she's got to cut it.
No.
Yeah.
I think
No,
she
but
should
she's
cut
not
it.
gonna.
She's
not gonna
big
cut it.
chilling.
She's not gonna cut it.
She's not gonna cut it. That's
He
the
is
thing.
big chilling.
She's not gonna cut it. Like
No.
they've been through this,
But
through this
then- well,
long,
then-
then she's not gonna cut it.
Well, then she needs to
But-
start thinking about
Yeah.
real shit. Start pulling
Yeah.
some money out
Yeah.
and setting it aside where he doesn't know.
Or he can't
because
touch it.
because if he knows she has a savings,
But they're
he's
not
willing to
married,
blow
though.
through it.
Yeah.
But
But
the
they're
thing,
not
Too
married.
late.
Like, why do all that?
It's
when they're
already
married?
that. They've
What do you
been
mean, why?
through
Because
that
she-
Break
part
up
already.
with them or like do something.
you act like breaking
Okay.
up with someone you've been with for
So-
5 years is easy.
Yeah.
It's
So
not,
so
it's
so
not.
so,
I
so
get
one
that.
part hits me is that he
I'm
got
guilty.
fired. He got fired by being late. This brought back to something that Jessica said about like I'm not posting bail on you, for a bar fight or anything, especially at this age.
Yeah.
He's 32. Why are you still late to a job? And
Yeah,
you're still
yeah.
pulling this crap. Like
That part.
this is a 20-something, 19, 18-year-old something shit you do.
Yeah.
Getting
That's
fired for a job.
irresponsible. That's irresponsible. Construction is a pretty well-paid job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so by now you should. I mean, come on.
How come he can't
Yeah.
find another one? It's the summer.
You can't
No,
find another one.
because
What?
He
You-
probably got fired from multiple sites, and now no one
Yeah.
wants to fuck with him.
And
Yeah.
my dad worked
I know they know
construction.
that.
Everyone knew him.
Yeah.
Everyone. Even to this day, I still find people that are like, "Oh wait, I think I knew your dad," and I was like, "How the
Yeah.
fuck did you know my dad?"
And you know what? In construction, it's hard to get fired like that.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
what
have boys that work in like construction and cement, and they're always like, "I'll call in. It's all good." They're union, you know. Most
You
of them
suck.
are union,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's hard to get fired.
He sucks at his
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. This was not the.
And-
It has been going on for a minute. For
Yeah.
them to be
And
like,
then just add the
kick
second
rocks.
part where it's just like he blames
He blames
basically
her.
being lazy.
That's
For
some
now that
psychotic
we live
shit.
together, I'm
No.
lazier now.
So he's
Yeah, that's
gaslighting.
such a shit.
I never heard that
That's
one
such a
before.
shit
That-
He
that's,
didn't even try on.
there's so many red flags in there. I like just get out of that relationship.
He
Yeah.
is an irresponsible person.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done. Like,
He-
frankly.
True.
No, yes,
He's probably
but
laying it
He's
down.
She
lazy.
needs. It,
at 30 something, you are made already. The way you are is the way you're gonna stay. You're irresponsible with your job. You're late. You're irresponsible with your money because you don't have any savings, bro.
Yeah.
At
that-
30 something, as a construction worker, but I'm pretty sure he's got the camioneta and shit.
Well,
So
that's
he-
exactly what I was envisioning.
Right? No, he's got the big
Better
ass
get
truck, you know, shit like that.
What
So,
is he buying? What the?
dude, when you
Games. How
when
much more than
you
fucking
get,
video games?
I mean, when
He's
you
probably going. Oh, sorry.
you're living beyond your means. If he's making good money, he likes to spend.
Yeah.
Good
he-
money.
And he's
Used to
used
spending
to
a certain
spending
way.
it.
He's that,
Yeah.
he's that guy.
And she's
with,
allowing it. She's
with
enabling
that,
it.
what's that silver Don Julio bottle and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Those Mexicans.
What she
with
needs
their
to do,
fucking
though,
coffin.
Quickly
Like-
have that conversation with him. Have that
Yeah,
conversation
Have the
and
conversation with him
Yeah.
for sure.
set the boundaries. Because yes, as you
His-
said, it's divorce.
His,
Yeah.
his mindset needs to be about supporting you.
I feel
Yeah.
like at
Or
this
together,
point,
yeah.
Yeah,
At
and like
this
like
point-
like yeah.
when they have that conversation, he's just gonna guilt trip her even more. Like,
This is
man.
okay. This
Well-
was
Yeah.
what I told Alex. I told him, I'm like, you know what? She definitely needs to set that boundary now. Otherwise, she needs to dump him right away. Get your friend to have your back when you do it, because he's gonna try to pull a fast one on you.
When you move
I don't
out,
know.
yeah.
I don't know if he's an abusive person, if he ever was, but there's always a
You
first
never
for
know.
anything.
Better safe
There's a
than
first for
sorry.
anything. You need to have a level-headed person to help you out, because he's gonna try to talk you out, whatever the fuck it is. He needs to go in there and like whoever, preferably if it's someone that's bigger than you to kind of have your back, if it's a dude, whatever it is, or somebody that's really gonna try to pull you out of that
I'm
situation.
sorry, I feel like you know a little bit more to that.
No.
Do you know this person?
And that's
No.
okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
no,
think,
no. This is
um,
just me assuming that
can-
I'm just thinking of the worst, but I think she needs to have somebody to like have her back. Like, either you leave that fucking apartment,
Like to check him.
They probably got a
or
fucking
you kick the fuck
13-month lease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
Can
you,
I
you seriously need to leave the
Can I
relationship.
offer an alternative?
Go for it.
Because she's probably not going to leave him. She's already been with him. They share an account.
Yeah.
My alternative would be
Called Dave Ramsey.
Right.
start putting your money aside and don't let him see that you have another savings. You're going to have to be really, really good with it, because
So much time.
if he knows,
I have a
because
question
if
for
he
you.
knows that you have it, he's going to want to use it. If he doesn't know, at least you have something for the rainy day. The reality is she's probably not going to leave him. They've been together 5 years.
that's depending on what she has left.
4 years.
Or-
Actually.
or-
Yeah.
Game
But
on
what
her
if
ass.
he already knows how much he makes and how much he's putting aside?
If he's
And if
doing
he's
all of that
noticing-
bullshit,
Well, then she need-
then
then-
he needs to fucking like.
Well,
what
then
are
she
you-
need- then
what are
she
you keeping
needs-
tabs on me for? Go get a fucking job, you bum.
But you guys are all saying it from an outside perspective. You're
No,
not.
I'm
there's
hearing
no. There's
you out.
no.
I'm hearing you out.
There's no. I'm in this situation. What's the reality? What am I really gonna do? You're everyone. It's hella easy. Yeah, dump him. He's obviously a bum. He's taking advantage of you. Yes,
Yes,
those are all
yes,
facts.
Frankie,
Yes, but she obviously loves him. Otherwise, she wouldn't be sharing an account with him. Where the reality is it's. I mean, you're gonna have to make up a lie if he knows how much you make. Hey, I got
Yes.
student loans to pay back. Hey, somehow my taxes are getting deducted from my account. You need to figure something out to pull money out of your own account and have it set aside. Even if you hide it somewhere, something. But
That's scary
That's
ass
it.
relationship to have with somebody though.
That
to have to do
is.
shit
I
like
need to
that.
hide
you know?
sketchy.
I feel like you should give, and I don't know because I've never been in that situation,
I mean-
but like I feel like you have to give them like if you love them that much, it's like, hey, you know what? You got fucking 2 months to show me some motherfucking progress,
Ultimatum.
There you go.
and you're gonna pay me back the money you
Ultimatum.
took out my fucking savings
They won't.
account.
Yeah.
They
I'll
won't.
tell you right
They
now,
won't.
they
then
won't.
They won't,
Yeah.
but
They will never pay you back.
Okay, if you're not gonna like,
I feel.
do you want to
yeah.
live like that though?
I'll support my
Some people do
significant
that.
other if they're trying,
Well,
if
that's
they're
on
just
you.
like
You're
kicking
the
it
person.
and fucking
Yeah,
like
basically, if
buying
he's
golf
not, if
clubs
he's
and
not even
shit.
trying to get a job, that's your biggest point right there. It's like if he's not even trying. You said you put in quotations that he's barely like he's
But you know
trying
what?
to
She's
put
gonna
a
hit a
resume
breaking,
out there.
She's gonna hit a breaking point because like I kind of went exactly something, but like where like you start to resent that person so much when they just keep like acting like they don't owe you money or they don't have like to hold up their end of the bargain, and it just puts so much weight on you, and it's gonna get to a point she's gonna break and it's gonna be over.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But you have to say something.
But I
You
think
can't
yeah,
hold
she
everything.
needs
Yeah,
to
she
bring
needs
it
to
up.
say something.
You need to bring
Yeah,
it up.
that.
It's gonna
Have
take
to.
that, and then it's gonna.
You need to
take
put
that.
your
Yeah,
foot
and then
down
going
and-
from there.
It's a hurdle. It's a hurdle, but I mean, I think it happens in every relationship. So I would say just be open about it. See, hey, I'm worried. We've dipped be under a certain line in my savings that I don't like to be under. It's here for a rainy day, and it's just a very subtle conversation because that's how it starts. You don't want to go right into you've been wasting money here, that you don't want to attack the person, but just let him know. I think a week is enough time to see what kind of bullshit he's doing, where he's pulling money from, And sometimes people need that push. It's rough, but this is literally, you're in the good and the bad when it comes to a relationship. So, I mean, if my sisters tell me this, I'll take it as thank you. Like, maybe I needed to hear those words. But they need to hurry up because the rainy season is coming, and that's the worst time for construction. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of reasons. Well, plus also Christmas and stuff. All
That
that
means
that's
no
coming.
money.
It's like, dude.
No
It's
monies.
like, yeah. Don't spend that much money on Christmas.
And what happens if she
Does
loses
it
her
have to be
job?
construction?
Ooh, everybody fucks.
Okay.
Everyone going back to mom's house.
I'll be seeing him in my office.
So as a husband and a father, if I were to lose my job tomorrow, I'm putting my resumes out there like crazy. And even if so, like if a month goes by, I'm working down the street at Amazon. I'm doing whatever I can to make money for the family. So that's my mindset. And hopefully that's his mindset to, you're his woman. And hopefully he's out there trying to make money so you guys can support you. Because you guys got a home now. You guys have your apartment together. You guys been there for like 6 months now. He should be helping you out at the same way.
There's agencies that can help you find a job too.
Yes.
That's my job.
Yeah. Obviously, people in a relationship, you guys both fall. Everyone. Sometimes jobs come and go, and sometimes you just feel mentally drained. I get it. If you feel mentally drained, I get it. It happens.
Yeah, go to fucking Tesla, dude.
But he has to do something. If he really loves you, he will go out there and look for a job.
People in construction, I mean, at least my father had a big ego, and so maybe it's like, it's harder. Yeah, not only that, but it's like money is
something in the meantime.
Yeah, I know. You need some income.
Yeah. Every time I haven't
Like
been
you mentioned
working,
Uber.
I've always been doing side jobs still, looking for a job, but at the same, there was one, like during COVID, I didn't work, and then COVID hit, and I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do,
OnlyFans.
I thought about it.
Nah, but we've all thought about all of
I was just doing side jobs and shit, and then it actually kind of backfired on me, because I didn't get a job for like another year and a half because I was just so used to that side job money, tax free. But then I was like,
"But what kind of construction does he do?"
Nothing. All right.
I know, but because I really want to start giving her scenarios because that is very true. My dad always had some type of side shit, Monday through Friday work, but he was also working on the weekends.
I don't think construction is his career. If he's 32, he's probably like, I'm not gonna. This is just me assuming. Like, straight out of high school, I need some fast money, my dad knows a friend, whatever, let me go into construction, I don't like this job, whatever. He's this far into it and he loses his job, he has no motivation, he doesn't care about construction, he doesn't know what he wants to do, maybe no degree, again, this is me assuming. So he's probably just like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing with my life right now.
At
his grown age, obviously. But like, that's obviously just a scenario. Again, that's just a scenario. But he's got to, I mean,
what is his backfall? Like, okay, if they weren't together, where would his parents go? Exactly. That's what I think it is. I think he's got a mama that will. He's like, it's okay. I got my mom's.
All right. I think we'll move off of this one.
Yeah.
All right, you got your answer there. Hopefully, you take something in that. All right. Do you think? I know. Let us know what happens. Yeah.
All of these stories.
Yeah.
All of these stories. Let us know.
All of these scenarios, we like to know what happens.
I would offer a job, but your tardiness.
Oh yeah. Your track record doesn't really speak for itself.
It can.
I mean, we do want a follow up. Yeah, if you guys have, if you guys want to know a follow up, let us know in a few months what happens, and hopefully that goes well for you. All right. Do you think it's a good idea to have a fuck buddy?
Nope.
Who would I actually see myself being with? I feel I've messed up any possibility of a relationship we could ever have. We could have ever since I was okay with just being a fuck buddy. Can I ever get out of the fuck buddy zone?
No. You in there, girl.
It's not true.
Because he's not gonna. It's only if
There's a small exception.
There's a small exception.
And that's only if he is not fucking anyone else.
And
true.
That is true.
He has feelings. She would know that.
That's why you're a fuck buddy. Yeah. You know he's fucking someone else.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because basically,
come on.
a fuck buddy doesn't mean you have a whole roster. A fuck buddy just means you guys
fuck
just
occasionally.
Yeah. So if you're the only one,
but you're reliable. So you on the roster, you're like, you're Mrs. Reliable. Oh, I can hit you up at any time because we already know I got it in the back.
And they could with someone else.
they already see
But
you
there's
in that
so
way,
much
in that sexual like way. I don't think they'd be able to see you as like
No,
this
that's not true.
wholesome-
I have to disagree. And the reason, not for me, it doesn't work for me. But think a lot of gay relationships start with a hookup. Not mine.
Not mine.
I'm very
I'm a
90s.
classy bro.
Excuse
It's very
me.
different.
This skirt is platonic.
No, they always start like a grinder hookup. They hook up, and then they hook up time after time. And they have conversations. They realize, oh, we have things in common. Then they start going out to dinner. And
That's the gay community and the straight are different in that way, though.
but
I
guys
feel
are the
like-
same. So if it's a guy that's seeing you as a sexual, if it's a guy seeing you as like a fuck buddy, like Dom said, old reliable. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said there's a small chance, and it's only if they're only screwing with you. Because if they're screwing other people, then that's different. But if they're only screwing you, you're kind of sharing that.
But how would you know?
You
So
won't
they're-
know. That's
they're-
why it's a slim.
It's a risk.
They're friends. Yes, exactly. So they're friends.
Use the condom.
I brought this. I know this person. They're friends, and I guess like she says she's in a situationship, and I'm like, well, are you? Because
No.
you guys are just friends, and you guys are fucking. So I don't think maybe you're making that up in your head that you guys are in a situationship, but that's all it is. It's just like yes, they're cool with each other, and they do like each other's company. But I told her I think you kind of fucked that up for yourself when you kind of like you thought. So she thought, oh, I think this could be something, and then obviously they had sex, and it just kind of became that.
Well,
You
That's
keep
as
saying,
far.
like,
one
okay.
of my friends, she was screwing the same guy for 2 years.
2 years?
For 2 years, and then now they've been in a relationship for 5,
Oh, okay.
and they're having a baby.
Oh.
Like, there's a slim
That's
chance.
like the 1% right there.
I'll say
I'm happy
10%.
Right?
I'll say 10%.
It's very rare.
But the reason
These are from work. Sorry.
the reason why is a lot of it
I
a
gotta
big
go-
thing
I need to
a
go
big
out there.
thing if she actually has hope.
I think she does.
Okay.
I think for me, this
Well, the
is
biggest
real.
killer is gonna be when she brings up relationship or anything further. I strongly advise that she acts like it's
It's
nothing.
just cheese, my girl.
Yeah.
Because if she starts, oh well, do you think that there could be anything more? Do you think that would you want to go out on a date? Nope, let him
But that's
do
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, keep it real from the beginning.
Let him do
I
it.
just wanna hook
If
up.
he's like, oh okay, let's go do dinner or something, then yeah. But if she starts bringing that stuff up, nope.
You're gonna lose your F buddy
So-
if you keep saying you want
Yeah,
to get
that's
with
yep.
So
That's-
keep those
Yeah,
things
that's
to
what I'm saying,
yourself.
Like, just
If
keep
you
it
want
real
to
from
start
the
a
beginning.
relationship, go with someone else. Start fresh, start new.
Yeah,
Somebody
like
that
if you
wants
just
to.
if you really want someone to hook up with, just keep it real. Like, look, I just want someone to hook up with, and that's it. If you're both are mutual, you guys both can keep having sex, or like casual sex here and there.
Like you can bring it up, and if you lose
No,
an F buddy,
No,
Mm-mm.
why not?
Because
Whatever,
if she
who cares?
because if she brings it up, she's not only gonna lose whatever she's getting from it now, which isn't obviously isn't satisfactory.
Go find somebody else that you can mess around with. There are
because some
there's
people have sex with
plenty
someone you get
of
attached.
DIC.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
when
you
you
were
have
stupid to
sex
think
with
that
someone,
you
like
could
it's
have us.
intimacy.
Yeah.
Like you get
Buddy.
attached to someone.
I strongly advise that you don't bring any of that up. Don't bring anything mushy up. Like, hey,
Tell him you love him. Tell him you want to have a baby with him. And you want to get
How
married.
you
with him.
married?
Scared?
So I mean, that's kind of
Strongly advise
what
against it.
she's thinking. I'm like,
Oh,
if it's
but
no,
I'm
not
saying-
that, but I'm saying like if you want to have a
Don't.
relationship with this person, it's for a reason.
I feel like if you knew from the beginning, like we're gonna have sex as friends or like just hook up, it is what it is.
you should know
You,
from
you
that door.
can't expect more from that person because they're not gonna. No, it's not gonna work.
They're no longer your friend.
I also
Yeah.
told her
Ooh.
what
It's just
what
sex.
happens if he ends up dating somebody else but still keeps you as a fuck buddy. Like it's like when you're no,
It's just sex.
it is. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
like you better be
You
a girl's
can't get
girl and you better.
attached.
Okay, thank you. Be a
See,
girl's
this
girl
sucks.
and step away. No, you're in a relationship. Good night.
Yeah, like
Don't just take what you can get. Call it a day.
Yeah.
All right.
Sobras.
I got one. Another dating scenario. So my fiance is in jail, and I still have one. Sorry. And I still
Cheers to that.
and still has one more year to go.
Figure
Unfortunately,
it out,
he
man.
went to jail about a month after we found out I was pregnant with our first
Oh
baby.
shit.
wait, how did she get pregnant?
A month.
She got
A month after.
A month.
Oh, okay.
There you
Girl.
go.
Do your
All right.
math.
I
Do your
was.
math.
I do have 4 other kids. Our
Oh.
baby is now 7 months old, and we have just recently been able to speak on the phone.
He has made it clear he wants us to remain engaged after he gets out of jail.
Oh,
But that he
That's what he's
started
holding on
but he started writing to another female while in jail.
Girl,
Shit.
howdy. She's
Prob-
from jail.
How did you know that?
Probably one with.
They have
Wait,
a
wait,
lot
wait,
of-
Let it go.
I'm not sure how he got in contact with her, whether he actually knows her personally or as an ex or a friend, or is it just a pen pal type thing. I know she lives out of state, and at first I thought
Pen pal.
it was a companionship, which I wasn't okay with.
Yeah, actually.
But how do I stop that? But now apparently she is coming out to see him. He has
wow.
never let me come see him because he's an hour away and I have 5 kids and he doesn't expect me to come and have someone with the kid watch the kids. He says I have no right to be hurt because they cannot touch or anything, but that she's a friend and he has learned on throughout his time there. My parents want me to end the thing, but I'm not sure how to do that or if it's worth doing that. Am I wrong for wanting to continue things after he's out and is just the start of something that is bad, and I will be allowing this and for him to come back into my kids' lives with this craziness? I am 38, he's 35, we've been together for 4 years, engaged, we've been together for 4 years, engaged for 2. One of my 5 kids is his. Go.
Girl.
She's a mess. It's no helping them.
That's a
She
lot
might
to
as well
unpack.
stay with him.
Clearly,
Might as
you
well.
have bad judgment.
Yeah.
No, girl. How many baby daddies you got?
I mean, well, she says
Does it matter?
Oh, okay, let's skip that part.
Yeah,
Let's
skip
skip
that
that part. Okay.
Do
She
you
has a baby
want
with
this man growing around your newborn? What
That
is
is,
it?
it's dad.
Okay, so at the
like,
part, no matter what,
It-
it depends
You
on the
don't
father.
have a
Like
choice.
this guy's always gonna be in the kid's life.
Well, yeah, sure, but
Hopefully.
like,
To an
But
extent.
as of them being
to an
together,
extent.
that's
that's
what
the
we're
question.
looking for.
Should
That
they be together?
Because technically he's still saying I want to be engaged with you even after I get
Yeah,
out.
but does she want
But
that?
now he apparently has
He's just saying that right now
Tick,
because he's
you
in
know,
jail. He's
yeah,
trying to
he
get
doesn't
as
know-
much bone
he needs a
time
place
as
to
he can.
stay when he
She
gets
has
out.
she
Yeah.
has
He's holding on to that.
but apparently now he's talking to some other girl.
options.
Out of state.
Jail too. How do you meet someone in jail?
Yeah, how do you do
No.
that?
They were
They
together
have
before he
websites.
went to jail.
No, but
I've
he
seen
met
that on
he
TikTok.
met another girl while he was in jail that he was writing,
They
right?
have pen pal shit.
I know this girl, and she's a good-looking girl, and she's met this dude in jail, right, through some pen pal shit,
Yeah.
and now she's dating him. They've been dating for like a year and a half. He gets off next year, some shit like that.
How many other girls?
What the
And in my head, I'm like, dude, when he gets out, he's gonna like flip you the bird and be like,
And screw
Hey.
everything in sight.
yeah, thanks for giving me, cause she be putting money on his books.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
Oh man.
And I'm like, dude, and that's a friend of mine. So I tell her, like, hey, you shouldn't be putting money on like that. He probably does that with everybody, you know?
Yeah.
You don't know him. And you're out there free, and you're a good-looking girl. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Girl,
It's always the good-looking girls.
So what do you think she should do?
I think people
She
that are
should
in jail
just-
go through a really hard
I
time
don't
after
even
they
know
get
what
out.
she should
Just
do
even
on-
trying to find a job and shit like that.
You
You
miss-
have to be like you have to support 5 children now. Get yourself some. What is it called when?
WIC, food stamps,
Yeah,
welfare. I'm sure
I'm
she's
sure
got them.
she's-
condoms?
My job.
Birth control, maybe just no
God
condoms.
damn.
She's had enough kids. She needs to tie her tubes. And she has
Yeah.
absolute terrible judgment. So you're dating a jailbird. How many babies daddies do you have?
Well, he wasn't a jailbird. She got pregnant before he went to jail.
Yeah, but of course it's.
But she doesn't know his record, his past.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
You
it
don't
could be
know
something.
somebody's past? You
No,
don't know
I
who you're
mean,
No,
sleeping with?
she probably
No,
does.
she doesn't know.
She
his-
don't.
Yeah, we don't either.
Floor.
Well, it's not like this. Like we don't know this is his first strike.
She knows who he
2
is.
years?
She loved the fact that he was in jail too.
Maybe he got in a fight.
This again goes back to like you would never bail someone out if they're in a bar fight at a certain age. He's 35 and he's in jail. We don't know what the crime is.
I feel like at 35.
What is the crime?
What if
We
someone,
don't know what
what
the
if
crime
someone
is.
hit you and your
Position
brother
of
or your
yeah.
uncle got into a bar fight because some guy hit you? You wouldn't bail your uncle
No,
out?
unfortunately.
Damn, that's crazy. I'll bail my uncle out. I'll bail Dominic out.
Just call back to our
Started
first
the
couple
fight.
podcasts.
Look,
nice.
bailing a person out. You have to put something. You're putting your money out.
Yeah, I'll
You're
put
putting
my
your
bond
money
down,
on
but
the line.
they're gonna have to help me pay that shit out.
I think the only way I would is if I knew they were going to give me the money back. But
So,
Exactly.
so the big factor is he's talking to some other girl while he's still in jail.
Yeah,
Fuck
That's the
He's guaranteed going to go see this girl.
How you
know,
getting
just
played
talk
by
to
someone
me.
in jail? That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you
Because she has terrible judgment.
Yeah.
Look, Cardi B didn't even wait. So why would you?
Cardi B.
Cardi B, when she started in the game,
You know what?
had
Actually-
her boyfriend in jail, and she just said peace out. Started getting with homie now,
Actually,
who she has a kid with. Yeah,
this girl,
The Migos guy.
Who's she's
Yeah.
What's her name?
divorcing?
or whoever, anonymous,
Anonymous.
38-year-old chick,
What's
bad
anonymous
judgment,
girl's
absolutely terrible judgment. Actually, maybe he is just manipulating her for extra money on his books.
girl,
Yeah, he
you
could be
can't.
another.
You can't think about yourself. Why are you being selfish? You got 5 fucking kids.
I think he's trying to say
Oh,
we're
sorry.
engaged, so he knows that he has some place to go after
Yeah,
he gets out of jail.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
you're just a place for him to live at after he gets
a
out.
fallback.
Yeah, 'cause if
Yeah,
not,
you're a
a
fallback.
group home and you're gonna be right back.
And what?
Yeah. I think, as your parents would say, unfortunately, yeah, I agree with them where you should just cut things off.
Cut it, yeah.
Always
Of
listen to
course,
your parents.
whether the father wants to be in the kid's life, that's up to him. But other than that, just be that.
How you gonna just cut
Yeah.
things off? Just
Yeah,
have it-
right now he's still in jail.
I feel like that,
Snip, snip.
this
He's
whole
about to get
cutoff
snip,
culture,
snip.
you guys are,
He's-
it's
he's-
unrealistic.
He's about to get out of jail. It's not like he's in there for
He
life.
has a full another year.
It's 1 year.
And he's
Yeah.
still talking to another
Damn.
girl.
Yeah, I know.
He's still talking to someone.
And then here's the thing. Then let's say she cuts him off. Then he gets out of jail. Then they start talking again. Then what? Now they're talking again. I said no. Dom's right.
If
You've
he's
already
in there for life or something, like okay,
That's
yeah, cut
different.
him off, move on, you know. But he's gonna come
just
they gotta work through that.
you know
She's kind of screwed
Unfortunately-
either way.
she's
Yeah.
screwed either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got
lost
just a
cause.
bad hand right there.
When I heard that was her 4th or 5th kid,
I know, that was like,
I was like, forget it. Just girl, whatever.
You really think this dude who can't make
Sorry,
right
girl.
decisions and is currently in jail is gonna want to take care of?
So
It's
other
not
men?
about taking care.
It
It's
should-
about her having companionship.
So here's the big key factor is that this pen pal has come to visit him. She, the engaged woman, has never gone to visit him because he told her not
It's
to.
too far, and she has
Yeah,
kids, right?
yeah. The excuse is she's an hour away and has 5 kids.
Look, there's a lot of people who don't want their family
Family to
members
see
to
them
go
like
visit
that.
them. I know people
That is true.
who have like their significant other. No, they wouldn't allow them to go visit. There's
And then-
just something
but
about.
yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know if it's
pen
like
pals
keeping
is
your
some
info in the
trouble.
mail and shit like that, or like keeping your information being in record and stuff. You just don't. You don't want to. It's like let me do my time. Personally, I think if I, God forbid, you know, like if I was in jail, I think it'd be like, no, mommy, don't, so and so don't. Keep money in them books, but that's about it.
That's true. And you're right. You know what? Maybe he doesn't want her or her kids to see him like that.
Yeah.
And that's why he's just using this pen pal tramp to keep him company.
Yeah, that's all it probably is. But no, I wouldn't take the whole not visiting them. I'd be like, yeah, no, I'd be like, no, don't bring the kids over here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And get better judgment, girlfriend.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess that wraps that up.
I mean, you sent us the questions. I mean, hopefully it all works out for you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
Dr. Phil, girl.
All right. We'll be back after these messages. I'm kidding. We have no advertisements.
Please sponsor us.
Bye. All right, guys. We're back from commercial break. Yeah.
How about them commercials?
I
Please
know.
sponsor us.
Yeah, please sponsor us. We took a break from all these beautiful questions that you sent to us, but we needed a breather.
Colorful question.
Colorful questions. There you
We
go.
got more though.
All right, we got a few more. And here we go.
There's maybe about 4. Okay, first one is boyfriend and I only see each other on weekends.
Jumping.
Too busy schedule. Too little? Is that too little times to like see him? Just on weekends?
During the
No.
weekend.
Just on weekends?
no.
No, that's
Long
not true.
relationship, that's
Wait,
what
wait,
it
wait.
is.
Is that-
It might
is
be
that it?
one
That's it.
weekend every 2-3 weeks.
These are shorter questions.
Oh, so
Sorry.
Yeah,
they,
shorter question.
so
How
they
far-
don't see each other enough?
Yeah, how far?
Yeah, how
do they
far
live
away
from
are
each
they?
other?
They're about under an hour or so.
Well, if it's like within an hour, yeah, I mean,
That's not bad.
But how long is a weekend? Like 1 day, or is
Probably
it
2
one
days.
weekend? Like
Probably
both
2 days. I'm not sure, but
Like the
Okay,
full
that's
weekend?
cool then.
like Saturday and Sunday they see
Yeah.
each other. Well, then yeah, that's
Or like
That's good
Friday
along.
night, Saturday all day, Saturday night say bye on
Yeah, because
Sunday.
we don't know their work schedules. Their
Yeah,
work schedules
yeah.
could be
No,
completely
that-
she said their work schedules are
That
busy,
sounds
so-
like
Yeah.
they're
So-
trying to do the damn thing.
So assuming their work schedules are the standard like 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and they spend the whole weekends with each other, I don't see the problem with that.
That's
Wait, so
what-
what's more than it's just what is she asking?
What's the
We
issue?
just been-
Is that
Is that an issue?
too
wants
little
to-
of
is
a
that too
time
wants
to
to
go
see-
out?
she
Just
wants
the
to see
weekends.
him
Well, what is it for her?
I mean, yeah, that's something
How
that they
does
need
she-
to discuss with each other.
Does she
too.
want more? It would.
She just asked, is that too little time?
No, it isn't.
It
Absolutely
depends
not.
on what stage of the relationship is. If they, if she feel like they're ready, she communicate to them like, hey,
it's-
I want to live with you or something.
It's
I
been
don't know.
about a year.
Oh, then
Oh.
she should communicate that.
Yeah, that's something she probably need to bring up with him. Like, if you're ready to move it, if you
You're
like,
still fresh.
I mean,
I'm not moving in.
Some
I mean,
relationships-
I have,
It
and that's-
it just depends on the relationship.
Only
I've
two
seen some
moving in.
people that they move
That's
in.
true. That's true. That's true.
It just depends on how comfortable you guys are with each other. You know.
I don't think it's that comfortable because if you think about it, you're more than likely you're texting more than you are on the phone because you're working. On the weekends, yes, you're hanging out. But how many weekends are in a year?
I don't know. I can't do the math right now.
And there's still. Come on,
You
man.
would fucking know
I
that.
thought you knew that shit,
52.
baby.
52 weeks in the year, so.
Yeah. No. So
Look,
yeah.
listen, I can't do
Is
the
it
math right
really?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 52
You
weeks.
gotta
Yeah.
have six
Yeah.
and carry the
Yeah.
How do you not?
Yeah, 52 weeks in a year. Yeah.
365 divided by 7.
365 days. 50,
Yeah.
anyway.
My bad.
Anyways,
He quickly did 365 about it.
Anyway, so I mean, yeah, it just depends on the relationship. I think.
yeah, your work days. You don't know your work schedules. You
And
know,
then
as you've been getting off work, he's probably starting work. So it's like,
Yeah.
don't do it during the weekdays.
Yeah, work schedules. Are you working from home? Are you not working from home?
That's a good normal amount. There you
Sounds
go.
like he's
Seeing each other on
trying,
the weekends.
So I think.
Yeah, as long as he's making an honest effort.
There you go.
I'm
Honest
sorry
effort.
because you're like, is it Saturday and Sunday they're together? I was like, with my work schedule, I can't give you 2 days of my weekend.
We can't.
I'm thinking like,
Yeah, but
Yeah, like, do they text
also
throughout the
two
week?
two separate days is still solid. You know, like that shows a
2 out
lot
of 7.
that
2 out of 7.
that I'm you know I'm not just giving you up my weekend. I'm giving you up a motherfucking
Well,
Tuesday and a Thursday.
What's
Like
it say?
those are my
Distance
Mondays.
makes the
Okay.
Hard
hard
to
girl
go
fonder kind of thing. Yeah, so maybe because
Yeah, it
it's
does.
so new and the relationship be better, right?
it's not, girl. You're good.
You're good.
Just
Yeah.
right?
I do that with my girlfriend. We
Write
live
it
about an hour or so away from each other. We see each other on the weekends. I mean, at best, maybe like 3 days out of the week. We FaceTime a lot. We text a lot through the day.
Yeah.
We're always communicating. We're always talking. And I feel like, I mean, like, I love her and like I want to see her every single day.
Hi, Ashley.
I love her.
Say it.
Say it with
Say it with pride.
I love you,
Say
baby.
what you
Say it with your chest.
And she knows I tell her every hour. But I mean, of course, like I would love to see her more than that every day if I could. But this is reasonable. It's what works for us. We both have like pretty demanding hourly whatever work, and sometimes she needs her time. I need my time. It's just about communicating.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that's pretty normal. A lot of people too. I know a lot of couples that say they only see each other like 1 or 2 times out of the week. It's not like you're not talking to them. It's not like
Yeah.
I think it's maybe common.
It's so
more
much
common than you
easier
think.
nowadays that you can FaceTime and shit. You
Yeah.
know, you're not just
Exactly.
texting or on the phone. Like you could literally see that person on your phone
Mm-hmm.
and have like, you know, like if you're having dinner at the same time, like, hey, fuck it, let's have dinner together. Bam, pop my phone right
Yeah.
there, and we're just kicking it. You know.
I thought
Like,
they were gonna say we're
doesn't
having
have to
fun
be
sex.
fucking that too. Like you know, it doesn't have to be.
Oh
Doesn't have
boy.
to be like boring. You know, like just because you only see each other 2 days.
There's ways to communicate and
Yeah.
be there
There's
with
ways
each
to
other.
communicate. there's ways
HH
to,
holding
like,
hands.
Aw.
Aww. All right. Do you want to do the other one?
There's 4. So.
There's 4?
It's,
Okay.
it's for the same
It's
person.
the same part 4 question.
No, not that long. They're all
Oh.
pretty
The
short,
different questions.
but yeah.
No,
you're
the
okay.
same one. I was like, damn.
Okay, so it's still for the same person. Okay, is it fair to date while working on your mental health journey?
yes.
So it's just
Damn.
productive.
That's okay as long as they're
That's
very
You
a
need
deep
to-
one.
Oh, yeah.
You need to
doing.
put those practices into like
motion.
yes.
No, it's play. Yeah, it's play. Like what you're
Yeah.
learning about
Like
yourself.
yeah, sure you can like heal on your own, but are you really healed?
And what you're willing to tolerate too,
Yeah.
and put up with too.
One of my friends, she has dated 2 people through her journey, through her therapy journey. The first one was like, nah, it wasn't a good thing. But the second one was very understanding of the fact that she needed to now set boundaries and obviously finding herself. And yeah, no, they're doing great.
I guess it just depends on who you're with.
Yeah,
Yeah, depends on the person.
That's true, you
Yeah,
are.
it depends.
It's a really healthy relationship.
Some
so.
people are there for the ride, some people aren't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You just find the person that
Yes. For the right, the very big factor is be communicative about it. Because sometimes, like, if you're going through a situation and the other person doesn't know, you make them feel like shit. Like you know, like it's like what's going on? Like, you know, my jokes, whatever funny jokes I'm saying are not going on. You know, going well with her. They're not. You know, it's like it's not working. Whatever we're used to do, it's not working. But they need to be communicative about it. And I'm sorry, these guys are laughing about something else.
No, and you know, like sometimes if you meet the right person, they can help propel you through that mental journey. You know, they can make you better and they can help you through that process.
Yeah,
Go Miguel.
sometimes having a partner there to like just help push you along. Sometimes you can't always do it for yourself.
No.
Sometimes you can't give yourself that push, and just having someone there to support you, to listen to you, is always nice.
I think it's okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm going through it. I'm obviously I'm going to therapy to be a better person, not to be a shitty person. So if they stick to it, great. If they don't, well, I mean, that's why I'm going to therapy, bitch.
I feel like as long as
To
you're being
avoid
honest.
people like you.
Yeah.
As long as you're being honest.
Yeah.
And keeping it real about your situationships.
I think the very common scenario is, you know, when that time of the month happens for a girl.
Oh.
No. I'm not saying it's bad. No. Let me finish. When she lets me know she's on her period, I'm not bugging her as much. I'm not like asking her, let's go on a hike today. I'm not like I mentally understand, like, okay, she's not in that mind, you know, her body's going through something, like I'm not gonna push her to do certain things that I would normally do. So it's like her communicating that to me is a big help. I'm not saying as much stupid jokes as I normally am.
How is that possible?
Yeah. I know, right? But you can understand, that's what we go through like on a monthly basis. So if you're going through a mental, you know, situation, you know, it's like you're getting therapy.
What the fuck you mean by that?
Just the fuck, like, therapy or whatever. Let them know, and so be very communicative about it.
But you were trying to relate in that way.
Yeah, just communicating.
Yeah,
and it
it's
helps a
always
big deal.
Be
And
honest with your mental health.
It's gonna be so hard. Oh, I can't already feel it. It's gonna be so hard to communicate it because you're not gonna know what to say or what you're even feeling. But remember to just take a deep breath, some time for yourself, evaluate, think a little bit. Don't be in your head.
Girl, it's trial and error. That's all it is. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect.
As long as, again, you have that partner that's willing and understanding and actually wants to make sure your mental health is at it's your priority, it'll be for both of you. So.
Nice. Here we go.
Next question.
These are shorter questions. Sorry, not dating scenarios, but these are definitely questions that should be
Okay,
asked.
so her aunt ignores boyfriend and talks shit behind his back, calls him ugly to others. Help, advice.
What's it again?
So her aunt's talking
aunt
shit.
ignores boyfriend and talks shit about behind his back and calls him ugly to others.
Stand up for your man.
Fight your
Number
aunt.
one, stand up for your man.
Fuck that guy. Maybe she's just fucking around with him.
Nah, you
No.
didn't hear.
No.
Dimitri, like, fuck that
Fucking
guy.
around her,
You weren't here
Don.
for the-
No, she's
You weren't here.
I'm
It's the
sorry.
auntie.
Auntie's
The
talking
auntie's
shit
talking
about
shit.
She's teasing
She wants him.
her.
She's very vocal
Oh,
about
she
what he
wants him.
thinks about what she thinks about him.
No,
It's an aunt, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's her job, but she should stick up for him a little bit. When I go around family, if I'm in a relationship, I expect some shit talking. It's gonna happen in the beginning, you know?
At a certain point,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But if it continues on,
so
that's
you
different.
prepare your girlfriends for that?
What?
Wait, what?
Girlfriends, hold on, what'd you say?
Wait a second, it was wrong.
Compare my girlfriends to what?
Like to talk,
Her?
like your family to talk shit and like.
No.
your teasing and
I'm
stuff?
saying I feel like it's almost always more on the guy side.
Oh.
My family's not gonna talk shit to any girl that I bring around.
Yeah.
They're gonna put her on a pedestal. But when I go around other girls' families, it's like, ooh,
They'll talk shit about him.
It's kind of like a ritual. Like, let me see how much this fool can handle. You know, like I'm gonna push his buttons right now and see how he handles this. And so, as a man, you gotta take it and you gotta kind of roll with the hips and be like, you gotta get accepted into the family.
Yeah. I get that as a
Is that
first few
hazing?
times around.
It kind of is a hazing.
It's a hazing.
Yeah,
What
it really
girls
is.
are you hanging out around?
Dude, that's
But-
Mexican family. That's
But
straight
then
Mexican
again,
family.
it depends on how long this
Your
is going
family
on.
wouldn't be roasting.
Never.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Never.
right.
They
Okay,
have
okay,
not.
okay.
But do you have brothers?
My
Yes.
sisters don't.
You do? Oh, they don't.
To your face.
Yeah, exactly. That's your face. They probably roast up on the line.
Okay,
Alright.
so again, it depends how long
I
this
say to
hazing
the
has been
face.
going. Hazing does happen from family to time. Hell, my family still hazes me sometimes. But it depends how long it's been going
I
on.
think it's just.
But how personal is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
my
like,
question.
are they digging for blood, or are they just trying to, like
Break
my
them up.
family?
I feel like at this point, maybe what if they're trying to break them up? What do
No,
you
that's
no.
what exactly. In my family,
People
I have
just
a
talk
bunch of.
because they have a mouth.
Yeah, no,
sometimes,
but
so don't even talk about it.
in my family, when my like cousins and shit bring guys around, we're always like, oh shit, Ileana's bringing like new guy around. Let's go see, you
No
know.
name.
And then it'll start like, hey, you want a shot, bro? And like, no, I'm good. And it's like, come on, bro, come to our family party and it's like, we're not like, hey, bro, your face is ugly. We're not talking shit like that. But we're talking shit like, you're not going to drink a beer with us? And then eventually they're going to be like, oh, I got to drink a beer. And then you're not going to take a shot. It's kind of like just a haze in there. I feel like I've gone through it. Like, I feel like everyone's gone through
That's
it.
called peer pressure.
But I
But
feel
then-
Is that what it's called?
That's peer pressure, bro.
That's exactly something
But
peer
I
pressure
feel
is.
like you know when it's to that, like, okay, playfulness. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
You can tell
know.
the difference between
But-
playfulness
And
and
then
like,
she
okay,
knows
I'm getting
cross
If she's,
the
disrespected.
line.
if she's
Yeah.
asking about it, then she knows it's
It's a
probably
problem.
Yeah.
I need to ask, like,
What is a mom
is this
say?
aunt close to your age? Is she hella old?
She's older.
But is it
But
on
she's
the
older?
mom's side, on the
What the
dad's side?
fuck,
Because that
dude?
matters.
on the mom's side.
Oh.
Yeah,
bruh.
shut the fuck up.
But that's when I feel like you should be sticking up for your
Yeah,
man.
you
Like,
should.
say
You should.
something.
You should say something.
Just set a boundary.
Set a boundary. Be like, don't be talking
that's
about my
all you
man.
do.
Like if you have an issue.
Es que ya le
Shit.
trae ganas.
My man would never.
All right.
No,
Get mad, Vicky.
I mean, that's only if he's saying something. If he's saying like, "Hey, you know what? Like, I'm kind of tired of this shit." Then, all right, speak up. But if he's like, "No, it's good." If he's like, laughing
Oh,
it off,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
If he's
But-
tired of it.
No,
if he's
no,
telling,
no,
if he's
no,
telling
no,
her,
no, no.
if he's
Even
telling
if
her
he's
like,
like,
"Hey,
no,
like, I'm
shut the
kind
fuck
of
up,
like,
dude.
you know."
I'm sure the aunt's not saying it when he's around in front of her.
That's all.
And she ain't gonna say anything.
That's what I mean. Because I feel like I don't know. It could be if it's personal. The aunt's not saying it. She's just saying it to whoever, to the girl.
I think it's definitely. I could totally be like, yeah, ¿por qué le hablo así? Or just like,
Mhm.
like, no me gusta que esté hablando así de mí. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like you talking about my boyfriend like that. And then that's it.
I mean, if you really,
Ah, ya se lo, ya no, like, oh, she didn't like that, and just making fun of. Okay, cool, yeah, make fun of me, but just no, I don't like you talking about my boyfriend.
exactly, and I feel
That's
like
it.
that should be respectable for both, for the aunt and for the girlfriend.
Yeah, I would want my significant other to stand up for me if it's
Exactly, right? And just
Yeah.
you should feel comfortable even telling your aunt that. Like, why is your aunt so comfortable even telling you that?
Why is your grown ass?
That's what I
aunt
mean.
saying
Like, why?
Do I? And
That
I have to
person
be
is
because
why-
She wants him. Envidia.
There's some
Yeah,
there's some
that's
people
what it
just
is.
like that. Some family members. There's always a family member that just like
they're just
digs under your
haters.
skin.
It's
you
just
know?
haters.
Yeah.
Like, see,
There's
and that aunt shouldn't really be in your life like that.
And
I'm
that's another.
sorry.
Yes,
I am so
I am
sorry.
not.
You need to kick those people out.
Yeah, you just
And
not
I
around them, and
shouldn't
that's
be
it.
around
No, that Tia is in your
Right.
guys' life for the cheeseman, and that's it. That's all she's
Yeah.
good for.
I do tell my
She's just
mama.
over here like.
Like I have to my mom. There's certain people I just don't like to be around. No,
Mhm.
I don't like to go over there. No.
Me too. There's certain people I don't like to be around my family. No disrespect to them, but
And I know they think of us in a
Okay,
certain
hi.
way. They think of us in
I
a certain way, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care to be around them.
Mexican problems.
Shit.
I don't want
Oh.
Alright, switch it.
Oh shit. All right.
Last question was thoughts on parents' approval for marriage or proposal. Should it be done? Is that too old-fashioned?
I like
If
it.
it's for
I think
you,
it's dope,
Yeah.
but if they would ever say no, I'm still
doing it anyway.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
the-
that's
Sorry
more
you
just-
feel that way,
It's more
but
of just a sign of respect.
Yeah.
I'm doing it out of respect, but if you say no, it's not gonna stop me.
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it. I would ask.
Hopefully
for,
it doesn't. Hopefully it
permission,
doesn't
but-
stop the person proposing. You know.
I don't think it ever has.
I think
Oh
at this.
my
I
God.
think at that
It
point.
didn't work. Quick.
Yeah.
If I were to
I'm not
ask
mine.
the dad's permission, for their hand in marriage, I think at that point I'd be kind of cool with them, and just pull them aside. Hey, I want to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage, and
Yeah, sometimes
I think at that
I
point-
always
I
like
have a
that though,
question.
you
I have a
know.
question.
Some
Would
people
you
have
ask
shitty
why? Like,
relationships
why
with
are
it.
they saying no?
I would ask.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good. Keep pushing for
that
the
is a
why.
scenario
They're
we
like,
talked
oh,
about.
no,
Do you
don't
really
marry
want to
my
be part
daughter.
of the family?
Oh, like,
Like,
should you
what-
ask why?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
no,
Why?
don't
Why?
marry
Why
Like,
don't
what
you-
is what is the issue that you know?
And then
what,
you're willing to hear it out and still propose.
Yeah, hell, I'm still gonna
Right.
propose. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if I'm coming up to her parents asking for her hand, I'm pretty fucking confident that I'm a good man for her to have, you know? And for them to say no, now I'm like, well, why? Tell me why. What can I do different? And if it's something that I can do different where I'm like, hey, you know what? You're right. Like,
yeah.
but if it's some
Like
ridiculous
a
ass
petty
thing,
reason?
Dude, I've seen people that like their parents won't like them because like they have tattoos or their ears pierced. If it's little things like that, like I've like when I was way younger, like dated like not like dated, but like you know met parents and shit, and they're like, oh, tiene aretes, he has earrings, and I'm like, I'm not taking these off. Like, fuck that. Like, especially that you asked. Like, I'm not gonna take them off now. You know, like, yeah,
You're gonna go in there.
I was trying to be nice as a
You're a rebel.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm
it's
still
just a
doing it.
courtesy.
I'm still doing it. I was trying to be nice for you guys.
Exactly.
And let you guys into this.
Yeah.
To our new podcasters, I am married to a Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah, we've been married for 7 years. My sister-in-law is Maria, who you have been hearing, and then my other sister-in-law, my main co-host, is Jessica, who we recently started this podcast with. I believe I talked to you that I wanted to marry a Stephanie first, and then eventually you helped me get a ring out, and then I think I showed the ring to your mother and Maria.
Yeah, we had a dinner. We
had a dinner, and that's when I talked to her, and it's just like, I want to, marry your daughter.
Yeah, Alex did ask for my sister's hand in marriage.
You should.
Yeah. And I think I asked, of course I asked for yours because you were the main, like, it's like.
Yeah, I told you I'd fuck you up.
Yeah. But
I'd be scared. You were scared.
Yeah. She's being. But my mentality was kind of like you. Like, if there was something wrong, like if they said no, it's like, what can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do to improve that? Like, obviously at the time, I was still living at my parents. And so it's like, they had a reason to say no if they wanted to. And it's like, I can't really provide at this moment, but eventually, they went with yes, yeah.
My mom.
It was also very respectful. My mom is from that generation too, so. Yeah.
We see how much you ever.
We're the last ones of that generation, and we barely got that. We're the only generation because we're the ones who did it, and we're the last ones that, like, if we don't pass it down to our kids, ain't no one gonna do it no more.
Yeah,
we're that generation right in the fucking middle of fucking, like, people that don't know shit about computers and people that know everything about computers.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle, like, we don't know shit about anything. We're just fucking winging it. So I feel like it's up to us to keep those traditions, man. You know, like push them down to your kids and your family and shit.
Out of respect, then
Yeah.
He should consider it.
Yeah.
Asking. Yeah, even just to get his peace of mind to know like what their perspective is on that marriage.
Yeah,
because I think sorry to put you up, but like my mama knows that we're gonna choose who we're gonna choose no matter what. It's really like they know that, and so my mom, it's not, for her, it's never been like, oh, I'm gonna say yes or I'm gonna say no. It's more of like, hey, this is who I have, and obviously I think, like I'm glad that he did say let's go talk to your mom, and I have to translate, and I have to translate.
Got him.
I think the only exception to this question is like if the person wasn't close with their family, like it's like hey, I don't care about my mom and dad, I don't care about their opinion, then it's like.
But what if the family's not allowing that person to be close with them?
And it's up to them. It's not up to you.
I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you.
Say it again.
What if the family's not allowing the boyfriend, girlfriend
Well,
to be close to them?
You could say
that's the same thing as what
I'm
we
just
said.
throwing it out
Then it depends on like the fiance guy, to be or girl, whoever side said no, to go to the parents and be like, hey, why don't you want? Like, what can I do to change your mind? What don't you approve of? You know.
I feel like that means a lot already. Like she could easily be like, well, F you guys, I'm gonna be with my husband.
Yeah.
If this is the life that you want, like between you and I want to like live as far as a relationship,
not
then
see your
that's,
parents
I'm
at all.
sorry, then I have to cut this off because I love my husband. He's the one that's gonna care for me. Like we're gonna care for each other. If this is the relationship or standard that you want to set, then this is up to you. This is I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. But this is like my life.
It would be hard, but at the end of the day, you're right. Yeah.
Well, do you ever feel like they're seeing something that you're not seeing because you're so?
It could be true.
I mean, I think if I
they're
know my
like,
dad
oh
is
no,
gonna
there's
say
a red
shit.
flag there that like they have.
So maybe they should communicate that. Yeah.
But wait, are you
What's
saying
it all on the table?
who's not seeing it?
Like, say she's saying like the family is seeing something.
The person that's in love.
The girl.
with
The
Yeah.
person is
Girl.
so blinded in love, and the parents could see like,
Yeah.
okay, this is
So
a
the
love.
family's
That's
able to see
definitely
something.
a good point. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like they're
Yeah.
able to see something.
Yeah,
else.
because if you're like stupid in love and this was fucking like
not the
dealing
right
ecstasy
person.
or some
Right.
shit.
If the whole
Dealing
picture-
ecstasy.
No, I've seen hella people that like
You're right.
some girls
Hella
like that
shit.
shit. A
If
lot of girls
I
like
mean,
that.
I was
Like,
laughing at the
it's
extremeness
showing
of
you
it, but
the
yeah, no,
red
you
flag
got a
that
point of that,
person
like,
isn't.
yeah.
Let's assume it's not that
Just
scenario.
take it
But
into consideration.
but take it into
It
consideration.
could've been a pocket or
Take your
like
parents' notes as a
Just
consideration.
said weed. I don't know. Sound a little less
Um,
harmful.
I hope she can make that rational decision for herself. And I wish her the best. You know, if she does.
Those are
If
hard
she is-
decisions
yeah,
because those
they're
are like
hard.
decisions that like I feel like I've made like not even a handful of decisions that are gonna like change the rest of your life for fucking ever. You know,
Mhm.
like imagine how many decisions you were like, this is gonna fucking for the rest of my life.
But you're taking the chance, and that's the chance.
That's all
That's
everyone
okay.
anyone can do. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
That was it.
That was it. All right. Ready to go back into dating scenarios?
Go for
Let's
it.
go for it.
Here we go. Okay, so I am on Tinder and have been on for years.
Wrong app.
Weird.
I fortunately have never had anything go wrong. I don't meet up with guys right away. I usually talk to them for a while and then meet up with them. Don't judge me. Well,
Oh, you're not being
Dude, like,
that's the
But
wrong question.
nothing's gone wrong.
well, anyways, so the other day, this guy comes over and we do the thing. I think she means sex. But then it got so awkward, we got done, and usually the guy just leaves. Like, that's what Tinder is all about. Hit it and quit it. No, this guy decides to get under my blanket. Mind you, I'm on top of the blanket. I look at him and I'm just like, what?
That's
And so I asked him if he was leaving, and he said, nah, I want to lay here for a while.
Nah.
It's so weird. So then I decided to get up and put some clothes on, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go get some food. He doesn't move. I get dressed, grab my keys, and he's still in bed. I'm like, look. I look at him, and he was like, oh, you want me to leave? And I say, yes. So he gets up, and then he wants me to get in my car. He wants to get in my car with me, and I say, no, homie, go home. I lock my door. I leave. And when I got back, he was gone, thankfully. But am I wrong for being like that? I'm 33. He's 38, I think. No relationship, just Tinder.
Okay,
Let me go.
We
We need to give the floor to Miguel because Miguel, take it away.
Alright.
Take it away, Miguel.
Take it away.
She said
Bye.
Tinder has gone bad for her, but
No.
she said, didn't she say?
No. Tinder's been good for her.
Oh,
What
This
what she hasn't made clear to this
So
guy
she's just trying to
is that
smash and pass.
she's just trying to
Oh.
smash and pass or
Then
hit
she
it and
should've
quit
told
it.
that guy from the get-go. Like,
And
hey,
this guy
is all I
doesn't get
want.
it.
But
I'm just trying to
That's
smash.
what Tinder's for, though.
What do you mean? That's what exactly what she said. This is what Tinder's for. Not for everybody. Maybe for her,
Maybe
but
not
not for
everybody
everybody.
thinks
That's
like
not. But you don't think there's
Tinder-
people? You don't think there's people on Tinder
On
really
Tinder?
looking for people to fall in
You're
love
a
with?
there
My
are-
best friend.
Wait,
Time out.
You're
My
a
best-
dummy.
wait,
You're
stop,
a
stop,
dummy if
stop.
you're going on Tinder.
My best
You're
friend
right.
found her
One at a
husband.
time. One at a time.
My best friend found her husband on Tinder.
There you
No,
go.
They have-
when? Wait.
My surprise.
Let me
You
get
did
into
that?
it.
Okay.
You
2019.
can't put it in
met
a year
each
bracket
other,
either.
married.
Yes, you
they
can.
have a kid. They're
Yes, you
happily
can.
What's
married.
sad? Her intention.
Yeah, her intention was never to
You
hook
could-
up.
you could meet some
She
solid-ass people on
found some.
Tinder.
She wanted
Exactly.
love.
At
He wanted love as well. They were. So she got lucky though. They were
Yeah.
already over 30. She was
I-
34. He was 36.
No,
Question.
I have a friend that met on
That's
Tinder
it.
too, and
That's all I wanted
happily
to say about
married.
Tinder.
Oh,
There's
Okay, so
I
unless
forgot.
Tinder was actually meant as a just hit it and quit
It's
a
not-
website,
It's not.
it's
but
not.
That's what it's.
It's
like.
It's
Any,
not-
you can say
it's
that
not-
about any dating.
It could. It could.
Yeah.
OnlyFans
Okay. So
wasn't
there you
about
go.
that at
Miguel can
first.
say it's meant for any dating site, but it wasn't acknowledged. Like if you've been texting this guy,
Exactly.
maybe make it clear
Mhm.
that hitting quit. But Benny,
Like
go.
Miguel.
So I'm curious, what did their profiles look like? Did it just like did they say on the
that's true.
profile?
Here for fun.
Yeah, because it does say you put it there, like,
Yeah.
like
Fuck
seeking
buddies.
long-term
Fuck buddies.
relationship.
Like
Like we were
if
talking about
like
earlier.
if they didn't put anything on their profiles, then yeah, that it should have been explained
That's open-ended.
beforehand. Yeah, that because like you can't blame him for that if you didn't make it clear what you were looking for.
Yeah.
But we also don't know the context of their conversations
Yeah.
because if
That's
it's
true,
very-
too.
Yeah.
If they're getting all lovey dovey and in their feelings, then maybe he felt like okay, like
Okay,
I'm invited to
yeah,
stay.
yeah.
But if it's not, then it's just straight like to the point.
Yeah.
Then he should know like okay, like you doing
Yeah, he
business
shoulda-
and you
he
got
shoulda- he
you
shoulda
should
got
you
the
should
hint.
know. Yeah.
Also,
get
you
the
invited
hint.
him over, so you should have found somewhere
True.
a little more
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
like,
Girl, don't be
mutual.
hosting.
I don't know.
Don't be hosting. Go.
Yeah,
go do
don't-
that.
She
don't
should have
host.
gone to his place.
Yeah, and then
Well, either
Oh,
that
I
or
she
should
wants to be
vote or some
safe.
shit.
oh, that's it.
Exactly.
Well, either way.
They're
She's in her
animals.
safe place where she can
there's
invite
no
people
safe
over her
place.
house.
but-
Wait,
They're safe.
what
Now I have
about
your
Tinder?
address.
Wait, what a time-
It's
Yeah,
not
but
really
you know
safe.
Yeah,
your
it's not safe.
surroundings.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I don't
Vicky.
think that's really safe.
Yeah.
There's
You
no
never
safe.
But I'm
know.
saying inviting a stranger to your
Yeah, you're
home
inviting a
is
stranger to
little-
your
yeah.
place. I mean,
Either way, it was.
Yeah.
there's really no safe.
either way, it should be communicated next time that you just want no relationship.
Yeah.
I agree
that's-
with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
Well, not
this
even a
is-
relationship. It's not
this
even a
is-
relationship.
this
It's
is
like
a little,
Just make your intentions
It's
clear.
getting a little weird because just okay. If we would have, I have to do it. Reverse the genders.
Mhm.
Let's do that real quick. Earlier, what was Frankie saying? He was talking about how. Oh no, I think I said it. No. Like, I think I said it. Whoops. Let it out. God. No, like. I feel like you guys are always saying that guys are so easy and like, oh, okay, y'all are just fucking around.
We are used.
And
most
it's
of the
like,
time.
see, it's most of the time. Like, it's just so weird. I'm getting so. Just
I think that he should
It's
have.
just-
I feel with her because like he should have got the hint. Like especially because it seems like
Okay.
it seems like so I'm gonna believe her and think because she's been on Tinder, she's probably been fucking around doing her thing.
She's a pro.
That when she talks to she's a pro. When she talks to people, she doesn't make them fall in love with them. It's like okay, let's hook up,
Okay,
come
hey,
over,
check this
slide.
out, though.
She knows
And the
how-
guy,
Let me-
no, but
she
the
knows
guy,
how a guy
Let me
works.
throw in-
but I'm
let
with
me
her
throw
because
in some pennies.
I'm saying the guy should have recognized like all right,
Yeah,
like when she
okay.
smashed, all right, like.
But what if it wasn't, and it's some guy that was just like, hey yo, I'm about to hop on Tinder because I haven't had a relationship in a long time.
That's true.
It's been a long time, and then he finds this girl, and then he's just like, oh
He's
shit, we kick it
it's
off.
not like
oh
he knows
shit,
her track
she
record or
invited
whatever.
me over,
Yeah.
and he's so like timid and not fucking.
Yeah.
He's not used to that kind of shit.
That
That
could
he
be
fucking he goes over there,
Yeah.
and they have a good fucking night.
Well, that's
You know
what I mean.
And
You
then
invited
a
her
good
over.
night, a good night for him. For
Yeah,
her, it's just
yeah.
like he came over and we got drunk in the apartment.
Yeah.
But for him, it's like
He's
oh,
excited because
shit,
he's like, man,
yeah.
this is- I haven't
and
had-
we're smashing after this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm for sure cuddling in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's just like, nah, wrap it
How
up.
old are you?
He's thinking
What do you
this is a
mean?
thing.
That can happen to any
The way
age.
he
You
talks
can't
sometimes.
put an
No.
age on that
I
shit.
think he just wanted to sleep like the night, and then he was gonna dip in the morning. They
You
were
think he
just
just
gonna
want to
mess
get
him
some extra Z's in the AM?
up. Yeah.
I'm for sure gonna go back to my bed and sleep.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not getting the hint? Like, I'm putting my clothes on, I'm getting my keys, I'm about to leave my
Yeah, the
house.
guy is still in bed.
And
I
you're
think,
just
I think
like, oh, I
it
don't care.
could possibly be like what Miguel said, like maybe this guy he's been looking for love, he hasn't hit in a long time, and finally he hit, and he's like, man, like, oh, she's feeling me.
Jacked by.
Hey,
but
nah,
dude,
he's
come
like
on.
the one dude on Wolf of Wall
But you
Street.
get the
I'm not
hint.
fucking leaving.
Yeah, but you never,
No,
It
but
goes
I get
vice
what you're saying,
versa.
but
It goes vice versa.
I guess
but
we're
I
just-
think they're both at fault.
This is all hypothetical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number one, she should have
This is true.
communicated. Number
This
two,
is a
she
lot of
got the hint.
hypos.
This
It's
is
both.
confusing to me because okay,
Yeah.
yes, guys are saying that Grinder. It's not like this for
I should have
everybody.
been on
Tinder.
Grindr. Oh, sorry.
Grindr, that's
I only know I only have one person that know one person that's on that, and it's Grinder for dudes. But if you are like, what are you putting on your profile? And I understand that sometimes, like, if girls put on there just having fun, it might make them look some type of way. But I think if you would have put on there, like, just looking for you know,
Have a good
to
time.
have fun, yes, to have a good time. If homie's coming over, then he should know.
But did she have that?
Exactly. So I mean, if she didn't, that's on you, girl. Next
We're
time,
gonna
do
have to
better.
call her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call settle
should-
this right now.
You and if you don't, then
Let
you
us
need to
know.
put that on
Good
there. You
morning,
need to put it
Mrs.
on there.
Carmen.
Yeah.
I believe we're disconnected.
Hola, this is Carmen. I believe you're disconnected.
I love that.
Like, if I know that, go hook up with her.
Wait, Carmen?
Carmen.
Oh.
Anyways, good.
You're too young.
Okay. Next dating scenario. Hopefully that helped you out in the last one. Recently, my baby mama has moved into the house that I live in. I rent a
This
room.
guy, hold on, this is a guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, take that
baby
hint,
mama.
man. Come on,
No, no.
man.
Usually you said there's no guys on here. That's why I'm like, hold on. What?
My baby mama has moved into the house that I live in. I rent a room in a sober living house, and my kid's mother has kicked out her rental because she couldn't afford the rent. So I offered her a couch at my place, and I am living. Of course, I asked everyone if it was okay if she moved in, and everyone was okay with that. Well, now she has been here for a month, and she hasn't contributed to a single bill. We did all agree that she didn't need to pay rent for the first 2 months, so she can get on her feet. And so we did ask her that. She contributed what she could to electricity and water and gas bill. Well, the bills are due, and I confronted her about it about a week ago, and she stated she can't afford anything. I told her $10 would show effort, and she got upset. Her and I are not together and haven't been for years. But we co-parent extremely well, and I do consider her my friend. But now she wants to throw our kids into the mix and says I should be happy that our kids are both that now have both parents under the same roof, and that maybe we should try to make things work again.
Oh my God.
We were together for 10 years. Unfortunately, it was a very toxic relationship, and I started to use alcohol to cope with my feelings and how I treated in a relationship. I do not blame her for my leaning to alcohol. That was 100% my choice, and of course, it was definitely a bad choice. But needless to say, I did fuck up in a relationship. I have always loved her, and in the first few years, I did want to make things work, but we have now been separated and divorced for 4 years. I feel like she only wants to get back together so that she doesn't have to pay the bills. While she is here, because if we are together, she knows I'll cover for her and give her whatever she needs. Am I wrong for feeling this way?
No.
Together for 10 years, separated for 4. We have 3 kids, 13-year-old, 11-year-old, 9-year-old, and I'm 39 and she's 36.
Oh, where the kids living?
So many variables.
Literally.
Yeah,
Where
I
are
know.
the
I
kids?
I can't. I
So
don't even know where to
so all the
start.
kids are now living together
I
in the
will
same
say-
house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me
Have
two
him
before.
take full custody, first of all, so he gets a little more of taking care of the kids, because obviously she can't. And she needs to go find a separate place, because this is kind of what drove him to drinking in the first place. And if he's already living a sober life, like, if they're going to get back together, and this is something that might draw him back to alcohol.
Bro, this is like a
Like-
sober house.
Yeah, so
I
it's
kind
like,
of. Go ahead.
I just think that it's not a good idea
She's
for him
the
to go
fi- she has to- hold on.
backwards. And
She
she's
has-
only doing this to get back with him because she's down bad right now. You know,
Yeah.
she's down bad, and she sees that he's doing a lot better. So it's like she's just trying to better herself with.
She's
him.
trying to guilt
guilt
trip
trip him.
herself
Yeah, so it's
into
like,
being staying.
I don't
with
think
him.
it's worth it unless you really think like being with the kids and having a whole family that's gonna be better for you.
Sometimes staying for the kids is even worse, man.
Yeah.
Because
Those
it's
kids are
fighting,
really
and they're learning that this is okay, But on top of that, he said that he admitted that his drinking was not because of her. I respect that shit. Like, okay, like
Yeah.
he's just like, this is just what I do. He probably doing a little bit more because he's stressed, but he's not blaming it on her, Like
Yeah.
That
that's cool
stress
too.
factor is coming back in his life, so it's like it might.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
that way.
But at the end of the day, it's not her fault that you're drinking. Like,
Right.
You that's your choice.
Well, that's
you
what
could,
I'm saying.
you
If
could
it's
go,
gonna benefit
you could
you-
go
benefit
fucking
him.
play fucking dominoes or something.
Yeah.
Who
Like,
said custody?
Go for it.
Who said custody?
I did.
Yeah, I think you need custody. Because
definitely
unfortunately,
is
it's
an
not about
unhealthy-ass motherfucking
again when there's
relationship.
kids in the mix and so grown as yours. Something's got to give. Unfortunately, like your feelings need to be stepped to the side and worry about the kids. Get the kids.
Tax season. Tax season.
But either way,
Taxes,
she
she's
should
about to
move
get
out.
cashed out.
I know, 3
What?
kids?
Didn't you say
Shit.
this isn't even his house? Wait, am I getting this wrong? Is he in a
He's
sober
living there
house?
with other people.
No,
but
he's living
he's
with
living
other
sober
people.
living.
Yes, but it's a sober house.
With the kids, no way.
No, they
She's
wouldn't
living
have
in a
that.
sober
Yeah.
house with
But
the
that's
kids.
what got me confused.
They wouldn't have
Yeah.
anybody in there.
I rent a room in a sober living house.
There you go. What the fuck?
With the kids?
Yeah,
That's not.
Now
That's
with the
not-
kids.
that's not good. Yes.
You can't. Can you have? You
can't
can.
have kids.
I don't know.
Well, I guess
I don't
they-
know exactly if they can or
I've
not.
heard of like not foster homes, but like overnight homes for like homeless people that allow like women and kids.
Yeah.
It's
They
mostly
have those.
just
Yeah.
Yeah,
women
it's
and
never
kids. It's
like
never
women,
the guys.
men, and kids or men and kids. It's always women and kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have her call
I've
211.
never heard-
They'll hook you up with Samaritan House. Find yourself someplace.
Hey, you don't get no free motherfucking advertising out here for your company.
Hey, I'm helping.
Hey, you're right. I'm over here, Mr. Scrooge.
He needs to get his shit together, and maybe both of them might have to get a place together, but have her contribute as well, because that's a tough
No,
spot.
he's not trying to be with her.
I get it, but he's in a sober house.
Yeah, so
Obviously,
she
it's
has to
something
leave.
new.
If she's
It's
gonna
something.
leave with the kids.
You
then
know
she
what
has to
though?
leave
That's
with the
probably
kids.
hard to try and get sober with someone else that has the same addictions as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not out of it yet, so that means that he's still going through that process.
Right.
So
That whole shit makes me so fucking sad.
yeah,
Crazy.
it's the kids, dude. How are you gonna tell me the kids are there? They might have to live together in order to support, unless he's got a
They're
good
gonna
job
go
or
to
something.
a fucking group. They're all gonna go to a group home. And they're gonna get separated. That's what. Cut that shit out. I don't want that to be online.
But it's the truth.
Yeah, and he already says that this is already a previous toxic relationship, and right now she's trying to make it work again, only because the kids are under the same roof now, and it's like, dude,
Don't
No,
guilt trip.
she's
Don't
guilt-
guilt trip them
guilt
with
trip.
the kids.
guilt trip.
Are they from around here? How are they?
No,
like-
no.
Okay, how are you taking care of 3 kids in the Bay Area?
She's not.
And her mom.
But us,
Not.
our taxes.
I'm taking care of her now.
You got that right.
No.
I love when people say that.
Anyways.
Just, like when people argue with us and they're like, "I pay your salary," and I'm like, "Kinda," but like, relax. Or
They told you that?
no,
All
not
right.
me. I'm
Oh.
saying the other people that argue.
Oh.
Like,
Okay,
I don't argue with a cop at all.
here we go. My ex-boyfriend and I have broken up for 8 months.
I like
He cheated on me, and so I left. I am friends with him, sort of, and he has really bad depression and makes me feel bad, and says all kinds of stupid shit, and I know he is manipulating me to stay his friend by using that. I do feel bad for him, and so I try to stay in his life from afar. We speak on the phone a few times a week, but lately he has been coming on to me in a really disturbing way. I dated someone not too long ago, but we ended up breaking up, and now he even more has been saying things like, "If you want to just fuck, just come over," or "Why can't we just hit it one more time for old time's sake?"
This motherfucker ain't
I told him
Don't do
I
it.
told him times
Faded.
I told him time and time again, no. At this point, I feel like I just need to give up on the friendship because it's causing
Yeah.
more harm than good, and I know he's going to go crazy, but for my own mental health, I need to let this friendship, if you can call it that. What's your best advice in doing so, knowing that he is going to use excuses of him not wanting to be alive anymore?
Unlike
I do not say.
Let go.
Okay, so we're not gonna say the S word because I don't know, audience.
yeah.
But I do
S
not
word.
unalive likely. I feel like it's only a threat at the same time. But if it's not,
Call the cops.
if it may be too graphic on air, please don't say this
Don't
part unless
ever
you want
joke
to.
about some shit.
I'm 34. He's 28. We've been together for 8 months. He cheated right at the end.
So he's younger.
You can. What's it called? 5150.
Yeah, no, if he's threatening himself, call.
Then let's take it real fucking serious. There you go.
Yeah, dude, don't
Yeah.
ever take that shit lightly.
That's
Because
Yeah.
if the day you do take that shit lightly, man, I've worked in that, and I know Dom has worked in there in a long time. Like, dude, we've seen some fucked up shit, and like that is no joke. Never
If
take
he's
that shit
no.
lightly.
If he's threatening his own life, God forbid he
Always.
do that to you.
Always.
So go to the police,
But when
take
I-
screenshots, and
When I heard him
Fuck
about
him
trying to smash and shit, I was like, man, this fool
Nah,
just
I get it, I get it.
I guess, yeah.
At this point, if he's just trying to like get your attention
Nah.
and just trying to smash and like obviously just creep
No,
back
but-
into your life, like
Yeah.
Then he's not being
it's
serious.
At
yeah,
the
then he's
same
not being
time-
serious about
like you
offense.
said, he's
So-
manipulating you.
Yeah,
He's
So-
manipulating.
I think you need to
just cut it off.
you need
gotta.
to do a very clean cut. Be very.
What does that mean, though?
No. It's gonna have to be like a very clean and worded
No.
and in text so that you have it. Because
That
if
shit
something
still
does
doesn't
happen,
clear you though.
no. Yes, it fucking does.
No, I'm talking about your conscience.
No,
maybe
whatever,
legally.
dude. Whatever. And that's all I
If
fucking care about.
if you love someone.
Oh, it's in that documentary.
Yes. Isn't it this
The
one?
one who like pushed the guy to like commit suicide?
Yes, and that's why.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the what is it, like a camioneta or something?
Anyways, yeah.
So yes, you do. You have to a clean cut, and you have to say it. And dude, and I'm telling you this because actually it just brought me something. Yes, I know someone who exactly went through this. You need to make it extremely clear that you do not want him to look for you, to contact you, and have it very clear, because these are the, like, you know how they tell you if a no is a no, especially like in, I don't know, if you said no, you need to give them consent. It's the same thing. You need to be able to say this, because this is going to come back and haunt you, whether he's being true or not. And God forbid you say shit like, all right, I want to see you do it. Or,
and don't egg them on.
No. So just cut. No, you do not want that shit. Like, I have a friend who kind of tried to do that to me. And I'm like, I got this shit on text. Of like, I'm about to do something. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Now I gotta try to go look
That's
for
when
you.
I would screenshot that, send it to his parents, send it to
so-
the cops,
so-
send that to everybody.
So let's keep in mind, like, they've been broken up for 8 months.
Yes.
So the fact that like she's still got to take on that whole task, you should not have to carry the weight for
You're
8
not a
months.
therapist.
So here it goes. Like, they've been together for 8 months. They were together for 8 months. They're separated for 8
It's not that
months.
much, too. Yeah.
So I feel that at this point she's taking on the full weight. If she has any contact with, of course, outside sources with suicide prevention, but if she has any sources with any friends that are close to him, family members that are close to him, reach out to them, let them know what's going on with him, show them the text messages. That way, the burden is basically on.
You can do so much with just one message.
Yeah. Basically showing that I'm doing everything I can to show that what he's saying and how he's saying it. That way, God forbid if this happens, but you wake up the next, a week from now, and you find out the guy killed himself. You did everything you could to prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
So you reached out to anybody that can reach out to him, at least at this point.
I remember dating this one guy, and he did the same thing to me too. Like, I remember, like, I wanted to break up with him, and he threatened to kill himself.
I would have called his mom so quick.
So what did you do?
I would have called his mom.
No, but because he told me that, I was so scared.
See?
That I was like,
He didn't call nobody?
no. I was like, no.
What if he
I'll
did it
stay
the next
with you.
day?
Wait,
Don't worry
let me
about it. Like, I told him, like, I had to, like,
Might as well
reverse
say that
psychology
shit.
with him. Like, oh, I'll be here. Like, oh, just kidding. I didn't mean what I said.
Oh god.
I'll be here for you, and I'll take care of you. Little
It's
all that bullshit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's where the situation is.
Well, I
She's
mean,
still in
eventually
it.
And good.
Yeah.
He was still.
Wait, so
he
they
was
were
still
only
crazy.
together for 8 months?
Yeah.
Girl, oh my god.
But that's
Only
so
together for 8
early.
months?
You
You're
never
separated
know
for 8
people's
months.
mindset,
both.
their mental state.
Oh,
Well,
Both.
yeah, there's psych.
only 8 months, and he's going this crazy over it.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
you
I'm
don't need that
saying.
shit.
I mean,
Come on. It's not like it's been like 8 years.
I'd be like,
Mm.
Some people.
don't entertain
Yeah.
What? Come on.
Well, do you think that way now that you're older, or like,
I don't know.
Do you
So
feel
I-
the
how
same way
old
when
is-
you're younger?
So-
I don't know.
so
I've
you-
been in that
you-
situation,
I think like
so I
28.
can't- that's what I
He's
don't
28,
think
she's
about it.
34.
I haven't
She's
been about it.
34. There's
yeah,
no.
she-
There's
Oh no,
no.
she's way too grown to think that.
Yeah.
There
There's
was, like,
nothing
in
about
in
entertaining
your early
nobody.
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shouldn't
are
entertain him
looking
anymore.
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Just-
At this point, reach out to someone else so they can help.
Sometimes
Lighten
a
the
clean
load.
break heals
If
faster
someone's
Yeah.
than
right in their life,
multiple fractures.
just call 911.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that too. 911, suicide prevention, all that
Fucking do
stuff.
it.
Let someone else know what you're going through and what he's sending you.
We'll see
And
how real they
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Get away, clean cut.
are. Yeah.
Have that text.
Don't play with me.
Screenshot that text of you telling him that you need
Well,
a
it's
clean
funny
cut.
because like
Don't
I,
look for me, no nothing.
it's funny because I had this one time like I was hiring someone. I call some prof. Oh, oop, cut that out. Anyways, I was hiring someone, and there was this girl who like would never show up, and she would like call in every single time, but it was
Girl,
not
you
good
don't gotta
enough
say
to
more.
like
Yeah.
fire her, right? But this one time she called in and she was like crying, hysterical. She was like, "I'm gonna kill myself."
Oh.
Da, da, da.
Your coworker?
Yeah, so I was trying to hire, and I was like, I don't take that. Like,
like
Likely,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't play with that. So I was like, I'm gonna call someone, and I did, and she freaked the fuck out, and she was like, I'm just what's it called? Like the boy calls wolf or
Cry
Oh,
wolf.
cry
Cry
wolf.
wolf.
Cry wolf,
She
yeah.
was like, I
She
just
said
need-
that?
Yeah, she
You
did.
can't play like
That should be even
Wait,
more
shit.
like.
That's her lesson right there.
But she did that, and she was like, "Oh, I just needed that because I just need someone to hear me out." And I was like, "Well, you don't
You don't
play
about
with
that.
stuff like that." And I
Say
told her
that.
that, and I was like, "Look, I know people who suffer through that. You know, like I don't play with me like that." Like,
And that's why you don't
And
become
I called
friends
the
with
and so
people
like I
like
remember like I even talked to like my supervisor and everything, and she was like, "No, like you have to call the police."
yeah.
And she was and she freaked the fuck out. And she was like, I was just kidding.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no, no.
mean it.
No,
And it
yeah,
was like,
and-
you don't play with stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
And it's crazy,
Oh
like
my God.
You don't play
like
with
me
something like that.
and this guy
That's
Dom
very
have worked in
serious.
spots that like people are trying to kill themselves 24 hours a day. We're there 8 to 14 hours a day, and they're trying to like we work. I mean like I don't know if
But no
you
lie.
don't work at the same spot that you used to, but at one point we both worked at like a psych hospital, And it was the whole time I was there at work, it was just trying to get people to not fucking
Kill
hurt themselves.
themselves, yeah.
Maybe not kill themselves, because not everyone's trying to kill themselves. Some people just want to hurt themselves to like feel something.
Self-relief.
Just
Yeah.
trying to feel something, like, and that's why I always say like, man, don't ever play about anyone fucking killing themselves, because you don't know what I went through right before I got here. What if I got into a huge thing right before I got here, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and try, and something triggers me, and then I leave here, and then something happens, and then you guys, like, God, like, like, we all, like, shit happens, dude. Like, you never know what's going on in someone's head.
True.
That's one
Anyways.
thing I learned, and I'll never leave that from working at the hospital, is that you never know what someone's been through, what someone's going through, what someone's gonna go through, so I treat everybody as best as I can. I'll never disrespect anybody
Treat me
until
like
they...
shit.
Yeah, that's different though, because this motherfucker...
Anyways,
Thinking
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
seek
deserves
help,
it.
and yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Thanks for ruining
That's
my
crazy.
moment, Dom.
Damn. Yeah, hopefully they get the help they need. Jesus.
I really hope so.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna shorten this next one because they wrote me a short story. I mean, Jessica can see my laptop right now. It's a freaking paragraph. It's huge.
That's
But
an essay,
yeah,
sir.
I mean,
MLA format.
I did read through it
Okay, okay.
twice,
I'm
and
glad
just
she
letting you know that
Spark note.
this comes for a very, very quick answer. That's why I'm reading it, like the cliff notes of
I
it.
think did this person write this to you?
This day,
Then
no.
we need to be. You want me to read it fast?
Yeah, yes,
we need
yes,
to be
yes.
respectful.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
I actually took
Yeah.
time to read it.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
agree.
I do respect that, but it's very.
Stop.
Detailed.
Okay. Okay. So I'm moving to Chicago at the end of the year due to family. My mom is not doing so well, and I'm going there to take care of her and just be more with her until she passes. Basically, I'm not sure how much longer she has, and the place I live does not allow me to break my lease, so I have to wait until the lease is up in November. The original plan was that my girlfriend was going to take over my lease and have her best friend move in with her to help with rent, and had. Oh my God, this is so long. I lose track.
Girl, I thought you were gonna take over.
No, with rent, but they had a falling out, so that's no longer an option. I then said if she paid half of the rent, I would pay the other half, and she was all for it. But now she's saying that she's going to look for a place of her own and she can afford, which I'm happy for her. I'm not at all upset. Shit happens in life, and we have no control over. Well, fast forward to a few weeks after we had that last conversation. I asked her how the search for the apartment was going. She didn't really answer me. She just kind of blew it off. I flew out to see my mom for a week last week, and she's not doing well at all. So I posted my apartment online to see if anyone wanted to take it over. I'm even advertising it, and I would knock off rent $500, and that I would pay every month in hopes that I had to go out to be with my mom sooner. Well, now my girlfriend is all upset that I'd be paying someone else's rent instead of helping her out with her own place. Am I wrong for feeling like she's been extremely selfish, that I want to be out with my mom, so I am literally doing whatever I can to be out there? I offered for her to come to Chicago with me She has no family there, so nothing is really keeping her here, and hates her job now and always says she wants to leave it. And so I told her she could come stay at my mom's house and find a job here, since she also wouldn't need to pay rent, and she would take her time and find something she likes, and who knows, she may like it out here enough to stay out here. She also has been talking about going back to school, so I told her this would be the perfect opportunity for her to go back to school because of her bills and would be minimal. My mom's house is paid off, and in the event my mom passes, they are giving her about 6 months of a year. So it's going to happen, and so after I will get the house, and although I didn't want it, that means that I stay until she finishes school. Stop it. Okay. But something we want somewhere. Okay. I told her I would pay all the bills if she wanted to just focus on school. My God, dude, is this your girlfriend? Well, she doesn't want to do this. She said, how do I kind of like click this so that it okay, there you go. She says, I'm the one being selfish for wanting to leave her here with no place to live after my lease is up, or if someone leases out of my place. Right now, she doesn't even live with me. She crashes at different friends' place, so I don't see how I'm leaving her with no place to go. She said it's because she will only shower at my place because she says that's where she feels the most comfortable, and so when I leave, she won't have that. I've literally tried everything to help her, and I was very stern on telling her that I am going to Chicago. She has tried to talk to me into not going out there as soon as I can, and she's very upset with that. So now last night, Monday night, she said she thinks when I leave, she should break up, and honestly, I'm kind of at that point. I know she only said it to get attention because I have been focused other things, obviously, and I just feel like she's being extremely immature with what I'm going to be facing. Is this a guy or a girl?
It's a guy. It's a guy.
Okay.
Oh, really?
This whole time I thought it was a girl. That's why I'm like, are you lesbian?
It's mom over every motherfucking thing. I don't care what it is.
If there's no ring on it, you ain't married.
I'm not done.
I don't care if there's a ring on it. It's that's my fucking mom. I'll do the same for your mom.
Yeah.
If we're fucking married, if we're in a relationship,
Natalie didn't
and I don't care about your mom. Whatever the fuck I have going on.
Am I wrong to want to end things? I know she counts on me, and I do love her, and I do want to stay with her, but it's like facing troubles in life, and it's always going to be this way. I never realized how selfish she is until recently, and I really only have the situation. I know she said that I would leave, and she loves my mom very much, and we really do have a great relationship. Other than this, any advice? Is this part of it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm 35. She's 29. Together for 2 years. We never lived together. I don't work with B. I'm a friend. Not sure if that matters. Oh, so they're not even like.
I'm a very stable at my job, so my money that isn't an issue, and I can help help her get a place. But I also feel like that's something she needs to do on her own. She isn't the most responsible, so I'm worried about putting her name on anything. We have been together for 2 years, and I travel a lot for work, so there are weeks at a time where we don't see each other. So I know moving in together is a huge step, but I did tell her she could have her own room, and if anything happened, I'd never kick her out. I just feel her age is really showing here, and the fact that she's never really had any responsibilities toward anything other than herself. Saying is, sorry.
If you needed our advice, why'd you email us? Travel for work now.
So I love this question, but I feel it's very long. Thank you for the details, but it is a very short answer. But basically, the cliff notes is that like he needs to move to Chicago. His mother is dying. He has a lease on an apartment that's somewhere where he originally lives. He needs someone to take over that lease, and he's willing to pay for that portion of it.
Exactly, because it's FOE, it's family over everything. Yeah. I'm gonna pay whatever it has.
Family over everything.
I'm gonna, especially if it's my mom. I'm gonna be by my mom's side for sure.
So the kicker is, he says something about
But he
that
also said that like she could come with him to Chicago.
Yes,
right?
He
So-
gave her love.
he's willing
That's
to
what I'm
build
saying.
a whole entire life with her, and her to build a life for herself over there. And then he says something. I'm sorry, the paragraph's so big, but he does say something where the mom and her got along. Like
Yeah.
she likes the mom and everything. So
Yeah.
it's like if you know this mom is dying,
That's
and your
still
significant
her-
other
that's
is
it-
dying,
that's
it's
still just
like-
her story too, though.
that is the utmost biggest red
Yeah,
flag
yeah.
ever.
Why?
Six
Why are
months
you
to a
still
year.
with them?
What did I
Like-
If they're giving you this much
The
trouble,
mom was
Give her
dying.
the
He has to move to
rundown.
Chicago.
yeah.
And they have a lease together.
Pay out of the lease.
No, they don't have a lease together.
Oh.
I thought they don't live
No,
together.
no,
They
they
don't.
don't live together.
They don't live together.
They've never lived
She
together.
never
only
lived
goes
together.
there to take a shower.
She only
and
goes
that's
there
it.
because she feels safe.
That's it.
That's weird.
That's
But
weird.
she,
Yeah.
she,
That's
so,
what she
okay,
lives.
so she bumps it
That's
out
what
for
I'm
her
saying.
to other people's places, right? Is that right?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
he mentioned in there somewhere about, okay, she wanted to go to school, she has no ties at wherever she's at, or she doesn't like her job. So she has the opportunity to go live somewhere with this guy,
In Chicago.
rent free, because the house is paid off. And it's a
Yes.
new place, you get to explore a whole new area.
A
Like,
whole new
why not take the
world.
opportunity to do that? With
Wow.
somebody that
Well,
you
it's
love.
a whole different
With somebody you
Yeah.
love, yeah.
That's a whole free opportunity to
But
do all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff for
He
yourself.
gave her all these options.
Yeah.
And I
She's
get
still-
it, and I get it from the girl side, not like agreeing with her, but I get it. It would be a hard move because you gotta leave your family.
But she
family
has no
with her.
ties
Oh,
there.
she
She
don't?
had a
Yeah,
she had
so
a
it's
falling
not-
out with her friend.
She has no like initial place to live.
Yeah.
But she's
So
been,
she
like,
just
going
being a
places.
brat.
Yeah, she just wants the guy just to
That's
stay. just
it.
to
That's
stay.
what more.
Fuck that hoe.
Hey.
Honestly.
Say it to me.
So
FTA.
so can we all
We're
get?
making FTA shirts.
So I mean,
Fast lane.
I love the great detail about it. I hope the story pans out. Let us know what happens, but can we all give a very short answer? What he should do next?
Leave her.
Keep
Leave
doing
her
what you're
alone.
doing.
Leave her.
Keep doing what you're doing. Let her.
Go
You
be
did
with your
for-
mom
you did
then.
for-
Oh, but with her.
You did for your
No. Continue with your plans.
If she
Can
doesn't
you
want to be a part of it, she
sublet
don't
or-
want to be a part of it.
Pay out.
But
of
he's
your
asking,
lease.
should he break up with her?
Break up with her.
He should.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
mom.
I feel like-
It's family, everything, especially if
Family
it's
over
mom.
If it's your
everything.
mom,
It's
yeah.
your mom.
And it's speaking from the boys' side, because I've heard that the girls' side sometimes not
Oh,
as
goodness.
close. But the guy, I'm fucking.
It's your mom,
I
man.
talk to my mom like
Mom
3-4
is
times a
it's
day.
your
You know,
mom.
like
Mom
me and my
is
mom are
what?
like this. So,
Yeah.
We know.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
No.
He gave her all the opportunities and
He gave her all the
ultimatums.
opportunities.
I
Yeah.
feel like
So-
he should talk to her one more time. Not even talk to her.
Is this
say,
what you want to
hey,
Give her the ultimatum.
I'm gonna like
Give her the
come-
old tomato.
No, I'm saying you can come with me to Chicago. My mom has so many more months to live, rent free. I can help you out. Look for a job.
Yeah.
You want to finish school.
It's kind of
Go
sad,
for
huh?
it.
Like, damn, I'm
And
gonna move
still
in with
nothing,
you to
then
watch your
that's
mom
it.
She's
die.
gonna be very selfish. He's gonna have to take care of 2 fucking people when
Yeah,
you're
but
out
at the
there.
end of the day, do you love your partner or not? Because you gotta love his family too, or her family.
Right, it's
I
not
don't
even
think
about.
she
It's what
is.
you're saying.
You're seeing
Look,
her true colors.
My mom's
Yeah.
was passing soon. I'm gonna go with her. That's all it is. I've given
You wanna
you.
come or not?
I've given you so many fucking options, and right now I shouldn't even be fucking having to worry
You
about
should go,
your
though.
bitch ass and how you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
My mother's dying. You
shoulda-
should
yeah,
be the
you
one
shoulda-
supporting me.
Straight up.
Good.
You should be the. I should
It
be
shouldn't
leaning on
even be a
your
question.
shoulder,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
your bitch ass trying to like. get
Email
her
them back,
wrecked.
Alex. You shouldn't have even emailed us.
She wants.
You know the answer.
She wants to stay
Yeah.
in your fucking apartment and have you still pay.
Ah,
That's what she really
God
wants. Because she likes to
damn.
shower. Maybe the water pressure is nice.
Maybe the water.
I bet it
That's all
is.
she's there
I
for.
bet it is. I bet that shit's fucking Epsom salt filtered.
Send her a new water shower if you really care that much. But
He
other
don't
than
get
that,
it. He don't get it.
but other than that, break up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you did everything. You
Hey,
gave
but
every
you
scenario
know-
you can have
Nah,
that was a positive, and it still didn't work for her. Leave her family over everything. This is, I mean, I'm sure if Frankie was here, but this is 10 people saying break up with her.
Right.
Yeah,
Fuck this
family
girl.
over everything.
Wait, does he work from home or what?
It doesn't matter.
That
Doesn't
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 matter.
fucking matter.
Because I'm saying.
Doesn't
if
matter.
You work from
Doesn't
home,
matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, if you work from home, leave tomorrow.
Are you talking about her?
When you work from
Oh.
home, you want to be as far away from your home as possible.
Doesn't
It's
doesn't
hard. I feel
doesn't
like when I worked from
fucking
home,
matter.
it was hard to just kick it at home because I've been like, man, I've been
Yeah.
at home all fucking week.
Leave, bro. Leave.
Is there anything else?
Your mama's literally dying. Go be with her.
Time is literally fucking ticking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so insane. Like unless you have like some fucking crazy ass relationship with your mom that you don't fuck with her. Like that's a lady that raised you. You know, like I grew up with my mom. Mom was 18 when she had me.
She
Like,
created you.
yeah, that's a creator.
My mama was 17. I win. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, unless you guys have anything else.
No. Damn, I think out of all of them, that's the one that I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I mean,
said it
break
already,
away.
man.
Dumper.
But anyways, we want to shout out to these guys. They all send us their fucking life story.
Thank you for being vulnerable and
Hold
letting
on,
us
hold on. That's it with
talk
the questions?
shit.
That was it with the questions.
Oh, what about our questions?
Your questions don't matter. They
You
ain't nothing to do with this.
got questions?
I feel like we should all go around.
Go ahead.
I'm
You
saying,
start.
hold on.
I didn't have any. Did you have any?
I don't have no questions.
I didn't have
No,
any.
not questions about these people, but like your own
Your own.
dating.
No, that's
You
what I'm
got
saying.
your
I
own
didn't
dating
have
question.
any.
You
Did
should
you
have
have
said
any?
it. Yeah.
Did you have any?
I don't know. Hold on, let me think.
Okay, we'll go back.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We'll come back after
We'll
commercial.
come back. Okay.
Come back after commercial break. All right, guys. We're back with these small ass questions Dominic
He's
has.
like, you got
You're gonna think right now.
I know.
Someone get him a notebook.
Don't you got questions?
You have a notebook?
Don't you got shit to talk about?
Well, part of me feels these questions are about like lifting the toilet seat up and stuff. Whatever.
Wait, we're
These
reading
small
too
questions.
loud.
Okay, bye. All right, guys, we're back. We'll consider this part the after show because thank you guys so much for sending all the big main questions and scenarios that you guys had. Right now, we're just like rambling off dating scenarios that some of these guys have. Some of these, they have on their phones or they're scrolling or whatever that they're looking through in their minds. Just like to ask questions about dating. I'm hoping Dominic says something because I'm just literally rambling on right now at this point.
No, well, Natalie said she has something to share.
Oh,
I
God damn it.
forgot.
Alright, I got one.
Okay.
Alright, what do you guys think about, we might have talked about this on the first one, but it's been a minute. So, what do you guys think about, like, the splitting rent thing? Like, if someone makes more than another person or makes less than another person, should it be down equal or should it be split or should it be, like, percent? We have,
Okay.
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
raising my hand.
First caller, Dominic Gallegos.
I think it 100% depends on the relationship and the communication because I think initially you will 100% say 50-50, like without knowing each other's finances or where your head's at or where you're at. And, you're immediately going to be 50-50. I think that's the fair, honest way. But, like, once you get deep into a relationship, like, and you love somebody and you care about them, and say I'm doing really well and the other person's doing okay,
So in the beginning, it shouldn't matter.
No, well, obviously, when you move in with someone, you're not gonna be in the beginning stage. You're gonna be in that next stage, like, okay.
It's gonna be a stage that you guys love each other enough to move in together.
Yeah, no,
so you guys
sure.
would have already had that talk, like, how much are
Exactly.
you gonna pay? How much am I gonna pay?
Yeah, exactly.
Say it's a 1-bedroom, $2,500.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to like what you communicate with each
See,
other.
it's hard. It's hard on my side because look at me, like my job, I don't get paid rent.
Yeah.
I live for free.
Oh, that's it. You're a one.
But check this out.
moving in.
But check this out. I do get a pay cut.
Yeah.
I could be making like X amount of money.
Yeah.
But I'm not because I do get a big discount. It's not like it's equal that's getting cut out.
So, hey, let me cut in real quick because honestly, for your situation, it's so much harder because I feel like a lot of girls will be like, well, he gets free rent, so why would I have to pay him rent?
Okay,
and they'll take advantage of that. So your situation is hella different because
So
that
cut
shit.
that out.
Yeah,
I will
Yeah.
always
That's
be
tough.
like, yo, because I haven't been in this situation while I've been in this position at work that I'm in right now, so
You're a rare case.
I haven't been into a relationship yet where this comes into the case. But I feel like I won't charge her half because like my rent right now in Oakland's like $4,000.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna charge her fucking $2,200 to meet my $4,200.
Yeah.
I'll charge her like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing I would charge my brothers if they moved in. I'll charge them, and I'm not gonna let them live for free. Like that's my family, but still, you're grown.
It definitely is a touchy subject. Like,
But I've had ever since I've been working, with what I'm doing, I've had at least 65% off my units, you know? So I have had girls that I've talked to, dated, have asked me that, and I'm like, we're still gonna split it. Like, it don't matter. Like, that's my hookup. Like, you know, you're
Can I ask you a genuine question? Like, do you feel like demasculized?
when?
Yeah, like if a girl's helping you pay.
No. Hell no. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, same. Yeah, and I'm like,
Shit's fucking blue moon kind of shit. At least with me, I'm sorry, but the girls that I sometimes I go out and then like I see other of my friends or like group that I'm with, and they're paying for like girl and 2 friends, and I'm like, why are you paying for them? I'm like, oh, because you came with them. And I'm like
drinking.
Like 2 girls?
Yeah, I'm like, you're crazy. I was like, dude,
Okay, no, I don't get
they
that.
got invited here just like all of us did.
You're paying
I'm for sure gonna pay
That's
for
a
a couple of my girls' drinks, but if we're going ham, then we're gonna split it, you know? But if we're gonna have only 2-3 drinks, then yeah, I got it. But if we're gonna have like 5-6 drinks each,
You
then,
buy one round, I buy another.
yeah,
round.
or yeah, like that, or I got it tonight, you got it another night, you know? Which is how we usually do it with like the boys.
That's what the boys
And we
do.
cover
I
this.
think when we go, even like when we go out, we like, okay, we'll get this first round.
Yeah.
You get
But
the
girls
next
never
round.
go out with each other because
do.
they
Yeah,
don't
we
they
do.
fight.
We do
Yeah,
that.
for like
Yeah,
a
we
week
do.
or two.
We
So,
take rounds
hey,
with each other.
It's
as
rare,
far as
but it
back to
happens.
going to the rent thing, I think for me, I always go back to there's levels to the shit. Like
Ooh,
when you're in a
I heard that
relationship,
song before.
there's levels. Like you're not immediately gonna like just because you making bread and the other person maybe not. You're not just be like, oh baby, I got it. Nah. You need to test them and you need to see what they bring to the table too. Eventually, you get to the point where like you're on the verge of marriage and maybe you're making hella money. You be like, I got this, baby, because you know that's the one. But in the middle, right off the bat, you can't just be like, oh, I'm paying for everything. Nah, hell no. Like there's levels to it. You get to that point where it's gonna be like that. But
All right.
I mean, it's the whole point of communication.
I feel like it
Yeah.
matters like how much each person makes.
Because
too.
like,
how much can I contribute? I'm like,
Yes.
I can't do 50. Like if I don't make as
I
much as
can't
you
provide,
do,
yeah.
I can't do 50%.
Yeah, but
Like,
if
can we
you-
contribute to like maybe I'll get the groceries.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
okay,
that's-
yes,
that's-
hell yeah.
As long as
Okay,
they
I've been in that place before where I felt like, dude, like, okay, like I'm doing everything. Like,
That's not
what
fair to
what
me.
the
That's not
fuck
fresh
are
too.
what like? And then it's been like that. Like, just go buy fucking groceries one night. Like, just do something that I'm not telling you to do. You know. And I'm sure there's a lot of girls that are in this like the same spot that I was. You know, it's like so.
I mean, I think if you're also shopping, like if you're currently looking for an apartment, it's how much are you willing to drop on an apartment? And if there's more amenities than like the dude likes, then maybe the dude
Should
is
pay
willing
more.
to pay a
or
little
she
bit
can
more.
provide.
Yeah, yeah.
She can provide. I get them. Makes sense.
I got a fun another segment. We've done dating scenarios, we've done questions, but this one's a called new segment. It's called Jeepers Creepers.
Damn.
You can call it that.
I like it.
I got a tire. This is from a friend. Some of you guys know. I'll say the name later off the podcast.
It was Keith.
No, I know. Hey Keith, if you're listening to this far, why aren't you here, buddy? Anyways, I got to a tire shop in Castro Valley where the guys have done things for free or
I know it
discounted
is.
services for me. I got discounted tires for $150 off the original price, and the guy who helped me said, "I hope you have a day as beautiful as you," and he had a whole ass hickey on his neck.
Who told
Who
you?
cares? He had just a hickey. Oh, it was you.
She actually told me.
Snitch yourself out, girl. You fucked
Wait,
up.
sorry, start over.
So,
Cut it out and start over.
He was hitting on her and he had a hickey on his neck.
So she got her car done,
Yeah.
and the
For
guy
free,
said,
right?
"I hope you have a day as beautiful as you." As he's saying this, he has
With
a
the
fat
I
ass
say
hickey.
thank you. You
I
too.
mean-
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
He was being nice.
I will have
Take
a
the
beautiful
compliment,
day.
but like,
But she got a discount, right?
yeah.
She got a discount.
It's so
Take-
hard
take-
to get rid
take
of.
your
Oh,
wins
you
when
know
you
what?
can get it.
I fucking responded. I was like, girl, take that shit and run with it. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, shit, you fucking got
You
it.
get
You
a
got a
discount?
win right there.
Us guys don't get discounts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
one
you-
time I got.
Rose.
Here you go.
Not at the car shop, but in other places.
Sorry. One time, a guy at the grocery store asked if my mom and and I were sisters, and he said if he wasn't married, he would hit on us both.
Oh, right, Joe. If you wait, sorry, what? If you want to what?
So the guy thought this girl and her mom were sisters, and said if he wasn't single, he would have hit on them both.
Thanks.
If he wasn't married.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
If he wasn't married, he would hit on the mom and the sister.
Yeah.
And who are these?
They're just randoms
Random.
that meet on the street.
Randoms.
Oh,
Creepos.
That's creepy.
it's invisible.
Scope the street. Just randomly say that to someone.
Just random people?
Yes,
Yeah.
random people.
Maybe-
Random people online.
Maybe mom look bad.
Say it louder, dude.
I mean,
Anyway.
you just said it. It's
Stop
alright.
it.
You didn't do anything. But I don't know.
The mechanic guy I've known since I was 15. We used to talk when we were in high school, but we never dated. We got older, and he's practically married with a kid, and he still tries to slide in my DMs every now and then.
Oh, that's.
He now owns his own mechanic shop, and I get free oil changes. What the fuck?
That's exactly
Brakes
why.
and rotors.
Bro.
I need a hookup. Anyways, I always tell him nothing will ever happen between us, but he doesn't care and still tries. I make it clear that we are only friends, but I will accept a free car work. LOL.
Okay.
give her
Let
a
me
He
car?
says he doesn't
Can she
mind
take
as
her
long as he
car?
gets to see me.
There
Hey,
you
check
go.
this out. Let me
That
give you the
happens everywhere.
simple fucking answer to this. Go get another go to Jiffy Lube. If you feel uncomfortable going there and getting a free fucking oil change, then go get
Yeah, did she say she was uncomfortable?
She
with
did
it?
not say that.
No,
Oh,
she,
she
of course
didn't?
she did.
Okay,
She's getting
then-
free
then
shit.
she's getting a free oil change, yeah.
Take your.
I'd go
wins.
there too. Where's that shit at?
So are you asking if you're the creeper or is he the creeper?
Obviously, he's.
Obviously,
creepy.
What's her
Creepy.
question? She's just putting.
It's not a question. It's just
Is
more
it
of a
creepy?
scenario.
It's like-
It's
is
more.
it-
It's
is it-
creepy.
Is it creepy or is it
It's not creepy. She's
It's
entertaining.
not creepy.
it.
She's going back.
She's entertaining that.
She
shit.
keeps
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
back.
she
Keeps
has
going
these-
back.
If I got free ice cream at an ice cream parlor, I go there. I wouldn't go to any other ice cream.
You'd be like,
parlor.
yo, show me your nipples.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, good job. Give my scoop of give my scoop of vanilla bean, and I'll be on my way. Hey, just to let the audience know, Alex just made a hole in his living room wall right now with the back of his head.
Miguel will show his nipples for.
Hey!
He
Charge
show
for
his
that.
nipple for Rocky Road.
Charge for that.
I do it less.
For
Nah,
vanilla. For
A
vanilla.
Modelo is above Rocky Road, dog.
I have a high school friend who I never dated, but he tries to flirt with me. He tried to flirt his way back in and to get a reaction out of me. When I ignore his messages, he resends a message trying to guilt me into texting him for not responding.
Block that fool.
Block that.
Block it.
Hey,
Creepy.
Creepy.
We gotta start coming up with some hashtags like block that fool.
Block
BTF.
that. There you go. Oh, I like that.
Block that
Block
fool.
Oh.
BTF.
Oh, okay.
BTF.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That's good. All right, Donick. I think
I don't even know.
You don't
God
have any-
damn it,
I'm
Donick.
just putting it out there. Like, whoever wants to.
I guess
open
if
the-
does
open
no
the
one else
floor.
have anything?
I have a good one.
All right, there
go
you
ahead.
go. All right.
Okay, so I got asked if someone early in the relationship they said, I don't want children.
Okay.
I don't want children. That's what I want.
Okay.
They still ask them to be in a relationship and still pursue them and everything, and then later say, you know what, I do want children, and break up with them. What do you think about that?
That's personal choice. I mean, at the end of the day, that person's gonna do whatever he wants, whether you like it or not. Her or him, they're gonna do whatever you like. If you want kids and they don't, at the end of the day, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
But
you know what I
it-
mean?
But
You gotta agree
they
on
said it from the beginning.
Yeah, but
and
people
they still,
lie.
But
Like,
they
no,
No,
still
it's not
did.
a lie.
people
Maybe they're
change
gonna
their
change
mind
their
all
heart.
the
Maybe
time.
they thought they can go
Exactly.
do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So
the
then, like,
easy
they
way to put it.
Or
Okay.
maybe for that person, they were willing to do that, and then maybe they
Yeah.
didn't.
They realize.
They realize
Yeah.
that,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
not necessarily
And
a
it's not
lie.
like
It's just a
that.
realization.
That question is a million answers. It could be
Yeah.
so much
Mhm.
shit.
But
it just depends on the person.
if that's why they broke up because they want kids and the other person doesn't, like, it's understandable.
That's a pretty clear,
It's a
yeah.
valid.
to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way around it. If someone does tell me that, it's like, okay, I'm letting
It's
it
like living
entertain
a lie of your life.
Okay, so like if
you know?
they mentioned it from the beginning,
Yeah. If you knew what it was from the
and they
beginning.
told them from the very beginning, and they still asked them to be someone's boyfriend or girlfriend, and then still pursued
Then at the end of the day, it's
and
just.
then we're like, oh, later, oh, just kidding.
But maybe they changed their mind somewhere down the road, and they
That's
realized,
true,
yeah,
but it's
people.
not fair to the person that has.
It's not fair. It's not fair. But at the end of the day, that's each person's
Life ain't
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
They
That's
really-
each
they
person.
really could
That's
have
the rest
been-
of their life. You
They
know,
could
so
have been
they're
okay
making
with it
their
at
own
first,
choice.
and then they could have switched their mind later down the
Like,
road.
like,
You know,
like,
you
It's
gotta
just
learn,
like it's just
Sure,
like.
but just don't waste your time.
Love
Okay,
isn't
but
love
how do you know that he wasn't really wasting his time? You know,
But maybe
like,
that person thought they could.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that for that person, but maybe as they kept.
and
going
that
like
shit happens.
That's not what I want. I do want to have kids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Look,
something like.
Love
I
isn't
get-
perfect,
yeah.
and that's part of the fucking risk. That's why it's a fucking risk. So I mean,
about dating.
life in general, but
Life.
it's a risk. You're
Life.
assuming, and what the one thing about a risk is, like, at least now in my age, when I know it's a risk, I'm ready for either
Yeah.
the shit show
You're
that's
smart
gonna come
enough
with
to
it.
say,
one or the
I'm
other.
gonna deal
Yeah.
with this, or I'm gonna just avoid this thing at all costs.
But you're willing to take the risk because you know that the good outweighs the bad. So
Always
obviously, so
take the risk.
You stupid.
yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's
Well,
pretty
then
much
it's
it.
a lesson for him too. To just now he knows better.
Not Dimitri. She just looked at me at the perfect time, like that. I was like,
Oh my god. But was that it?
Is that it?
That was my question.
I guess that's
No,
everyone.
that was a pretty good one.
All right.
Anyway, guys, we're ending here at like 2 hours, over 2 hours in.
Damn.
Crazy.
But
Part
I would-
5.
I know, right?
Part 4.
I-
Part 4.
Part 4.
I think we're heading into a new territory of our podcast because we've done I think over.
it's
100
time for a new genre.
Reformat.
No. We've done over 100 podcasts, and we've done like a lot of ones that deal with movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. But dating seems to be the most popular and the most like everyone can relate.
Everyone's always
subject.
gonna be dating.
Yeah, everyone can relate. And so like we do have the expertise. We do have those people that come out and like they have the experience. And so we like that, you know, people send us questions and like more after these last 2 podcasts that happened, dating podcasts, they've been sending us their actual dating scenarios of what they've been going through, and the fact that they want us to chime in, I mean, not including Frankie and Maria, but including Frankie and Maria, but like 10 people to give their opinions about what they should do next, and the fact that we gave it's amazing, you know. So like hopefully they take that and go with that, hopefully. And we still want to know like what happens, the follow up. We want to know. Hopefully that ends up, you know, good for them, and you know, hopefully it all works out. And yeah, I think moving forward with this podcast, we might, you know, start going more into the whole dating and any other.
Or not even just that,
Relationship
just any
scenario.
questions.
We're
that
gonna
people
take this
have.
podcast.
We
We're
like
gonna
that
take this
question sent
podcast
to
to
us.
Oakland.
Q&A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next is gonna be
Yeah.
in Jack London.
And for the record, our podcast is now on YouTube now,
Yeah.
officially on YouTube.
Yeah.
So every podcast we put on Spotify officially shows up on YouTube as well. So you can share it with friends, family, and hopefully they send in their questions, comments, whatever, and we'll respond to them. We will. And I want to thank my co-host Jessica and my wife Stephanie. And I was gonna say Maria. My wife. Sorry.
Who is Murph?
Murph. I was about to say Maria, but I say Murph.
Don't give him a hard time.
Alright.
It's under
Yeah,
pressure.
under pressure, guys. I'm the one talking.
He's
I love
holding
that
a fucking
song.
podcast.
Of course, my beautiful wife is Stephanie.
That's
My
gonna
sister-in-law
be the
Maria.
outgoing song.
Yeah, and here's the outtakes and all everybody else that has joined in this podcast throughout these first 3 parts.
You didn't say that.
He's gonna get his ass whooped.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Anyways, that's how real these podcasts are.
I'm a starfish that on my fucking.
Yeah, get out.
Jessica, you want to say anything under pressure?
Under
No.
pressure. That was a big hiccup.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm
Hate
excited to
drunk
see where
hiccups.
this takes
Man,
us.
they suck. Oh.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, you know, like, we love it. Like,
What?
I just gave you the origins of how we
Can't
started.
remember
It's the fact that we started
I
this.
don't have hiccups.
You say
Yeah, We started this podcast by just like recording on our phones, just back and forth to San Francisco on our daily lives in traffic.
And a little mic.
So it's on a little mic, and then eventually we bought a bigger mic. But eventually, like that's how we started our podcast.
It was on our phones.
It was on our phones in traffic. That's how we started the Carpoolers, and we called our that's what we called our fans, the Carpoolers. Then we called our podcast the Carpool Lane. It just came out of nowhere on the first episode. You can listen to us also on SoundCloud. That's where our first few episodes were on. And now we're on Spotify and now on YouTube. And so, maybe you might, interest you to make your own podcast as well. Tell your own story. And for those of you that send in questions, we would definitely like to hear a follow-up. Hear any, what happened. And, thank you guys for chiming in.
Good night, good morning,
Yeah,
or
good
good
morning.
afternoon.
Yeah, whatever you're in the car,
One
wherever you are. Thank you guys so much.
Yay.
All right,
Yay.
bye. Yoo-hoo! Guys, we came back for more. Here's another after party.
Oh,
Are you recording this?
Yes, I am recording this.
Wow.
There you go. How would you handle your significant other moving away from you for a period of time? Would you try to work it out or break up?
How far away?
Oh, damn, she's talking about her. And
How long?
You're not supposed to say
Oh.
names.
Damn it, Tom.
Edit that part out.
Let's
You
start
need
this
to make
over.
Okay, so I gotta ask how far away and for how long?
How long? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I can answer this.
How long have they
I
been
can
together?
I can answer.
Well, don't give.
Can
personal-
Don't give
you?
details.
Don't give,
Answer
don't give
it.
personal
This
details.
this person moved away because they couldn't get a job here, so they had to take whatever they could find in another state temporarily. There's no timetable, but it could be a year, hopefully less or more. But they're in a long-term
Bunch
relationship, and so that they're obviously they're in it. They're trying to make it work, but it can be hard. Trying to you're next to somebody, you're close to somebody for so many years, and all of a sudden now you got to move and be separated from them. And now it's like, all right, how committed are you? How faithful? How much are you willing to make this work? It can be hard.
Yeah, if I really love them, yeah, I'd try to make it work.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
Obviously, they're gonna make it work. So that's the main.
I didn't hear the
Just
question.
No,
Honestly.
I mean,
Oh,
long distance
God, Miguel.
relationship.
I heard long distance, and yeah, that's just hard.
We're rooting for you.
There you go. We're rooting for you.
There you go.
All right, next question. How do you feel about your significant other having friends of the opposite sex? Is that a problem or not?
Ooh.
Should it be?
Opposite sex
I-
can't
shouldn't
be
be.
friends.
Should it be? But it can be.
It can be.
Opposite,
It
what'd you
can
say?
I said opposite sex can't be friends.
Okay.
be. No, you're lying. No. No, I like Miguel's idea. It shouldn't be, but it could be.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
can
it
always.
can
It can always
So,
be.
forget
It
your
can
brother.
always
It
be.
could be, yeah.
Such
Could
a
be,
big
yeah.
factor.
Yeah.
But it
I just
can
don't
be
try to
cool.
put myself in that
It
position.
can be cool.
Well, because you cut everybody off. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Well, you did that
for
to
a reason.
yourself. You did that to
No,
yourself.
no, no.
But is that healthy?
Some people have a reason for that. Other people.
It's healthy for me.
There you go.
Valentina's my
Can
homegirl.
be.
We've been homies forever.
Hey!
Come
Okay,
on,
whoa, that's
bruh.
different.
Don't
Well, no,
drop
no,
no names.
Okay.
What do you
Edit
mean?
it out.
Why
Well, that
why
don't
say
even
me?
matter anymore.
You can't say name.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
Now,
know.
cut that out.
Okay, so,
But like, how close are friends? That's
Yeah.
what we're saying. Like,
So-
you can
so-
be friends like at
Yeah, you
distance.
can just be like,
we can like hang out every now and then, but it's like
yeah.
I'm not saying best friends. Like it's not the person I'm gonna go to all the
yeah.
time.
There you go. Yeah.
So what kind of friend would it be to tell someone like, hey, bro, like,
you're crossing the line.
yeah, or the other way around, like your significant other is not doing you right. Like what is like when can you say that?
I think when you
Like if I known someone for like a year, and
just a year.
yeah, just a year.
Okay.
I just
I
known
know.
them. And a guy or girl, but their significant other has been cheating on them.
You gotta. I mean,
No.
Stay out of it. Say something or what? What do you guys
it
think?
depends on your friendship. I mean, if it's growing, like if it's a friendship that you think is gonna be like.
See, that's
okay,
what I say.
Mhm.
If it's guy on guy, you gotta tell him.
Yeah.
Which is
Alright.
fucked up. Which is so fucked up.
What about?
I said this on the first podcast.
What'd you say?
But if you don't want to
it's
be a part of that
it's
drama, then like,
exactly.
don't
Of course
be
you
it,
don't.
yeah.
Of course you don't. But sometimes you don't have no choice.
But if it's a homie that you think
Sometimes
is
you
gonna be
don't
like
have
a
no
homie
choice.
for real,
But if it's your, I feel like check this out. I've been on both sides. I've been on the time where my boy is cheating on a girl, and I do the despicable thing of just looking the other way. It's none of my business, right? So I look the other way, and I'm such a fucking asshole about doing that. But there's been times where that same girl cheated on my boy, and I told my boy, and then I was on the other side again. You're such a fucking snitch. Why would you snitch on us? Like, motherfucker, I'm not your friend. I'm this fool's friend.
Yeah, but
I am not your friend.
It depends on how the friend's gonna respond. If the friend's
it don't matter, bruh. If like, you have one friend, well, it could be both your friends, but you have one that that's your person. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's a guy or a girl because I've had friends that are girls that I've done the same shit with. Like, hey, this motherfucker's gonna fucking do you dirty. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you right now, and most of the time, 98% of the time, the girls are like, I'm gonna still date him anyways. Like, I'm just like, all right, like, go ahead. I grew up with this fool from like 3rd grade, but go ahead and do your thing and get played. And it's sometimes it's kind of hard to fucking.
Yeah. Do you at this point?
So it's kind of hard on both sides.
What was the original question?
How do you feel about your significant other having friends of the opposite sex? Is it a problem or not?
Okay.
It can be.
So you said no, right? What
he
about?
Said yes.
No, you said it.
He said yes.
He said yes. It is a problem.
He said yes.
He said it is a problem.
It is. It's a problem.
You said it is a problem.
It can be.
Yeah. What about homegirl in our group chat? You think? So me and her. You think there's. Right? I know you don't think so. Because you know that's my homie.
I know exactly.
So see, there can be.
So this...
There's exceptions, yes, but the majority of the time...
You gotta draw a line.
Yeah, you gotta draw a line.
You can be able to draw a line and be like, okay,
if you can't draw that line, then yeah.
So, friends in public.
So I have
like, are you and that friend gonna go out for like a coffee or something?
Oh yeah, they'll go out and get a pedicure done together, like in the past.
Maybe it depends. What kind of relationship is she in currently?
Yeah.
Is she married?
I know who he's talking about, and that person that you're talking about is kind of like a one in like a couple. Yeah. Like you don't really get a friend like that. You don't get a friend like that. That's our friend that we all are like that.
It's a rare.
Yeah, it's not common.
So that's rare. So like.
So you can be friends with a girl.
You can be.
But
and we are.
Here's where the line is drawn. Like, I do have only 2 friends from high school that, and they happen to be girls. She knows this. And the situation where like we stopped at a certain point in our 20s, we stopped sharing deeper shit once we started meeting our significant others.
Because that's the person
that's when we started sharing our lives with. And so we talk about general things, making laughing at gifts, whatever, like stuff like that.
Gifts.
But like whatever. But like memes, whatever. And
I know.
But you get it. Like we stopped sharing the deeper shit because we had our husbands or wives to talk to now.
Yeah.
And so we still talk, but we don't go as deep as we used to because we now have
it should be.
Yeah, as it should be. After that, after we met our significant others, our line was kind of like unofficially but officially drawn. And it's like, it's uncommon. But yeah, that person you guys are referring to is an uncommon anomaly. Yeah. There are some rare. Very rare.
There is, but hardly. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's one person. That's one person in our group. That's a girl that we all are just like. That's just the homie. Like always. Like, and like you said, it doesn't come around too often.
Yeah. Very true.
But since it doesn't come around too often, when it does come around, girls are always like intimidated. Yeah, it's just like, dude, literally when he comes around when you're around, like. It's just crazy.
Don't be too intimidated.
Like, she slapped me with a tortilla. What?
Oh!
Now we know who we're talking about.
She slapped him with a tortilla.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
She slapped everyone with tortillas. Her kids, too.
Yeah. Was that it?
We need to invite her to one of these.
I've been trying. She will get trying.
She'll get nasty with shit.
It would really be like you and her just like
no. She's already told me she loves Jessica.
Because she's straightforward.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I love you too. Bring her on.
I need someone in my team. Huh?
Someone in my corner.
Nah, you know why we don't? Is like I feel like you guys would just bully us.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what will
Too
happen.
too much power.
Too
but-
much. Too much power. Guess when you get all the stones in your shit, like, come on, man.
I'm a softer one.
Got all the strongest women here. I'm like,
shit.
We
gotta go.
take it.
Yeah. What, Mom? Oh, I gotta go.
No. But yeah, the people that send us scenarios and questions like they do, we really appreciate us responding to them and give us our input. So we hope to help them. Hope they actually respond and send in the comments or send us back emails or scenarios. What happened after that?
Huh?
So hope it all works out, guys.
What?
Send feedback too. I
Yeah.
really do appreciate
Yeah.
a good constructive criticism. And I've had a few people tell me some stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me get over my feelings. Okay.
Yeah,
my God.
let us work on everything, especially if it's the audio or
Yeah.
Dominic or
Hiccups.
we'll fix that up.
Oh.
All right, guys. Hopefully officially ending now. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.